Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Landlord.
What's happening?
You already know, man. We doing it crazy today, man. Freestyle, Mavericks watch party, and we finna recap the OTAs and the mini camp. We gonna wrap it up. How you feeling, big dog?
I'm feeling excellent, man. Let's get it. Let's get it done.
Let's go, bud. All right, man. So, let's go ahead and start it off the top roast, bro. Let's start it right now.
Early impressions of Mike's.
Honestly, man, me and Zim probably said a total of 20 words to each other.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a very quiet person, and all I keep hearing from the coach is like, Zim likes it this way. I was like, well, I like it this way, so I can't wait to have my true sit down with him. I think it'll be pretty cool because obviously old school mindset, old school mentality. But I think he has a lot of great players, but he ain't never have a Micah before, so. It'll be fun, and I think it's going to be unique. There's a lot of similarities on things, how he used me with how Dan used me in the system, but he has more tweaks in terms of how he's going to set things up. And also, there's some things that I got to get used to, too. It's going to be a compromisable relationship. There's going to be things he's like, I'm not going to give on, I don't give on. That's a part of the whole regime,
So you say That's how we started off with some
Yeah, man. The way you want me to just go ahead and tell my side of the story, how I view it?
Of course. I want to hear this. I can't wait. What you got?
All right. Like I said, it's not the end all be all. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it do seem a little bit like he's undermining the man a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are already talking about he's gonna be on your program almost. You see what I'm saying? It's like when the new boss come in, you I'm doing this, and you like you're not compromisable, or you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, take one for the team, or you're not gonna try your best to be a team type player. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, when the coach come in, everything is not gonna be about Micah. So, Micah, I might need you to do a stunt to open up Sam Williams. I might need you to do this. I might need you to be here. I might need you to be there. But you are already saying, you already have stern stances before you even get to talking to the man. I just felt like at least talk to the man before you talk about compromises and stuff like that. At least speak with the man first. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I see it different. See, man, because I've been really giving this a lot of thought, and I'm definitely not a Micah Parsons apologist. So when I say this with all balance, bro. See, when I look at this in all balance, this is how I see it 100%. When you're dealing with generational players, they fully have a say in how they are used. They fully have a say. And it's lined up historically. When you look at the greats give great input on how they're going to be used. And I think your smarter coaches also adapt to it. Straight up. They say my volume not good. What about now? Y'all let me know if my volume good.
It's up, but like I told you, it's you know what I'm saying?
What about now? Is that better?
It's a little better now. Yeah.
Okay, I turned it up. Y'all let me know, man. I got it to the max.
You good now. You good.
All right, so yeah. So you see what I'm saying? What you got to say about that, big dog?
I mean, that's all fine and dandy. It's fair, but at least talk to the man first. I think that's fair. He hasn't talked to him first. You can't have a say-so about something that you ain't even talked to the man yet. You see what I'm saying? He might be saying, you might walk in Zim's office and he just saying everything that you love, giving you ideas that you never thought of, all kinds of stuff. But you are already talking about disagreements. Do you see what I mean? You gotta wait. You don't even know what he putting on the table yet. I don't think that's fair to the man. You know what I'm saying? At least have a sit down first before you talk about the stances that you have. It's cool for you to have input. I'm sure no player is just going to go in here blindly and just say, okay, whatever you say, coach, if you're not a big dog, Micah a big dog, we understand he's him. He's him Jones. He's one of those. So if that's the case, of course, just give a man a chance to, you know what I'm saying, implement you first before you disagree. I think that's fair. Like, you told me you ain't even sat down and said 20 words with the man. But before you do that, you already talking about your stance.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a healthy. It feel like you going into the relationship with bad faith. I think that's fair.
I don't think that's fair.
I do.
Ooh,
I do.
Oh, we got to talk about it.
I feel like that's fair because
because I think every time. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
I was about to say, if it wasn't in bad faith, why are you discussing disagreements already? You should be talking like, if it wasn't in bad faith, you would be talking with excitement. You would be like, man, I can't wait to talk to Zim because he might have all. You will be optimistic instead of already talking about disagreements. You're going in it with bad faith, bro. It is what it is. It's really no way around it because you wouldn't be discussing this disagreements this early. Like, you ain't even talked to him yet. It feel like you're going in with bad faith to me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and so let me tell you why I slightly disagree with you. I think a lot of times when me and you go back and forth and we have these slight disagreements, I think it's only because you seeing this from his purest standpoint. Yeah. I think when you really look at it, I think Micah Parsons have major reasons to have trust issues. So the trust issues is not necessarily Zimmer. It's the fact that he's been watching this organization move very nefarious, one of your favorite words, right?
Absolutely.
So he was here when Cooper was under targeted. He was on the team, right? So he was here when CeeDee Lamb spoke out and was like, something is wrong, the Miami game, because they knew he was chasing the record for Michael Irvin. And then he basically let it be known in so many words that why did y'all stop targeting me, right? So that's why I say great players have say in how they're going to be used, you know, and you should stand up for yourself and let it be known early. Don't play with me. Don't play with my bag. If they try to make you a puppet, me and you go have a problem. Because, you know, me and you know, or we would say have very, very strong indications that it was obviously Kellen Moore who was the puppet who under-targeted Amar, right?
Yeah.
So that means sometimes your OCs and sometimes your DCs can be the hitman for front office. So, yeah, I'm letting you know right now, I'm trying to get the bag. Don't play with me. And I'm speaking up, and I'm going to be that type of guy.
I understand that. But like I said, to be honest, if you think about it, that beef is with the front office. This man just got here. You see what I'm saying? He just got here. He just came through the door. That beef ain't even his. You see what I'm saying? I just say, man, just give a man a little time before. This man ain't even wiped his feet off yet. He just stepped in the door. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit him with the beef that you got going on right now. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like it'll be fair if, you know, it's almost one of them things like you might hear something about a person, but you ain't see him act like that with you. So you owe him that right to make an impression on you. You see what I'm saying? If he ain't did nothing to you, how can you go off of what other people saying? You see what I'm saying? You gotta let him, you gotta give a man a fair chance to make an impression on you. You ain't even met the man yet. And then look, he already got some preconceived notions about him. You wanna know how I know? And that also.
But is it him or is it front office?
Wait a minute.
It might not be him. He ain't talked to him.
I'm telling you it's him because I got the evidence. He said it in his interview. Okay. He got preconceived notions about him right now. And he already admitted it. Old school coach, you know, like old school mentality. Like he already got a narrative that he believed about Zimmer before he even met him. And that right there also adds on to the belief that I have that he's going into it with bad faith. He said, you know, old school coach, old school mentality. How you know? He might have just changed last year.
We all know.
He might have changed last year. He might be going into this with a new approach. You don't know. You haven't talked to him.
I'm gonna tell you why I know he know and everybody know that Zim is not finna go in here with a new approach. He knows Zim not getting ready to go in here with a new approach because what did Stephen Jones say? He said Mike McCarthy said he hired Zimmer because he wanted a coach with some edge and he felt like that's what the defense needed. So that means they hired Zimmer to come in with the exact traits of the old school, you know? So it's one of those things to where, you know, and Micah speaking his mind, He's doing it to the public. You know, maybe we can disagree on was it wise or not to just kind of put it out there. But at the same time, I'm still standing with him on let me say it like this. Do you at least agree that great players, whether it's private or public, especially in the private, should have say on how they're going to be used?
Absolutely. But listen, you can't have say if you ain't had the conversation, bro.
No, I'm saying that's why I say private. So that's why I say it in private.
Private, 100%. You do what you do.
So let me ask you a question. What's wrong with, okay, so like I'm going to talk about some great players, right? So Kobe Bryant was asked before. He said, man, you know, who decides if you had enough rest or not? Now, Phil Jackson at that time already had 6 rings. He said, what do you do when you tired? You know what Kobe said?
What did he say?
He said, I check myself into the game. You know?
Out the game or into the game?
In the game. So, like, you know how coach will put you on the bench
when
and
he
say
take
you
him out, he's saying he check back in.
Yeah. He don't look for Phil.
Yeah.
He said, I never look at Phil. He know his body, and he say, you know what? I feel good. He don't go look at Phil and say, Phil, can I get back in? He never did that. The only thing he did is he jumped back in like an OG. And he said that in the public. Hold on real quick. I want to show this because I know we ain't disagree, but I feel like this is a good point. Because me and you already agree on this part, but I do want to discuss this. Check this out.
Hall of Famers on our team. Mm-hmm. And so I remember the first year, you know, he did butt heads with a lot of our veterans because he was trying to implement his culture, his style of coaching and what he wanted for the team to be successful. And you had guys that were kind of like, man, this is how I do it. You know, like, I'm sorry, like it is what it is. And so there was a lot of butting heads in the beginning. But again, knowing Mike, he's like, how can I improve what I do to help this team? And so, you know, when we had Charles Woodson, he was kind of like, I'm gonna just do whatever. And he would come out every game and get like 2 picks. So it was working. But but Mike's like, I need you to, you know, help us do whatever. And he would come out every game and get like 2 picks. So it was working. But you know, when we had Charles Woodson, he was kind of like, I'm gonna just do whatever. And he would come out every game and get like 2 picks. So it was working. Mike, he's like, how can I improve what I do to help this team? And so, you know, when we had Charles Woodson, he was kind of like, I'm gonna just do whatever. And he would come out every game and get like 2 picks. So it was
Charles Woodson, great player. What did he say? Man, Mike McCarthy, I'm gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, that's when you're dealing with greats. Greats got to say, and you already agree with that, so I know you ain't disagreeing. I'm just showing this to people because there's a lot of people out there that's like, he should be like a toddler, and then Zim would say everything that's getting ready to happen, he's supposed to submit to that. Nah, not necessarily.
Working, but but Mike's like, I need you to, you know, help me out to help the team. So Mike realized, okay, there's a way I can implement my culture, but I have to treat certain guys different. Mm-hmm. You know, I have to maybe, you know, whoever, Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, like he was able to find a way to keep that player happy, but at the same time, in the same realm of making sure like it's still in the best interest for the team. I remember his number one quote was, conflict is good. He always say conflict is good because he's like, if we are able, I remember his number one quote was, conflict is good. He always say conflict is good because it's still in the best interest for the team. I remember his number one quote was, conflict is good. He always say conflict is good because like it's still in the best interest for the team. I remember his number one quote was, conflict is good. He always say conflict is good because he's like, if we are able to have a dispute, but then at the same time learn about one another, then it's going to help us grow, you know? And so that's
early impressions of Mike's.
Honestly, man, me and Zim probably said a total of 20 words to each other.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a very quiet person, and all I keep hearing from the coach is like,
you
Zim
know,
likes
I'm
it this
still in
way.
my
Like,
vibe.
well, I like it this way, like, you know.
Will
so
Ferris said,
I
what
can't
did
wait
you
to have
say?
like my true like sit down with him. I think it'll be pretty cool because obviously old school mindset, old school mentality. But, you know, I think he has a lot of great players, but he ain't never had a Micah before. So
could you rewind that part
it'll
back?
be fun, and I think it's gonna be
Could
unique.
you rewind that part back? Because I want to look
before,
at his. I want to look at his facial expressions, his mannerisms. That tell it all to me.
Wait, right here, the mannerism right here.
When he said, old school mentality, all of that. When he started saying that.
All right, hold on.
But I think he has a lot of great players, but he ain't never had a Micah before. So
Hold on, go back to old school.
I can't wait to have my true sit down with him. I think it'll be pretty cool because obviously old school mindset, old school mentality.
Did you see anything with his face right there?
Not right there, to be honest. But I think it came on the back end though, and he was like, he ain't never had a Micah. He ain't never had a Micah.
All right.
But I think he has a lot of great players, but he ain't never had a Micah before. So,
Is he lying?
Nah, you had Deion though. Shit, he had some great players.
He ain't never had a Micah.
He had a Deion.
So basically, you saying he had a great player?
Yes, he did.
Did you know that Deion used to break a lot of rules of the defense?
I'm sure he did. I'm not saying that you're not gonna freelance and freestyle, but I'm gonna say this though, and I'm not lying. That's only, what can I say? It's only tolerated when it works. Like, let's not act like every time you buck the system, it's just a great story afterwards.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You can't behave like that.
No. This is the deal. What did I say? What was the key thing that I said?
But you telling me mostly success stories, boss.
No.
It don't work.
I'm saying, what did I say? Like, what exactly did I say?
About what?
I said great players have a say.
Yeah, they do.
That's all I said. That's it. I didn't say it always work. If it doesn't work, then you have to do it Zimmer's way. But then, and so let me say it like this, because this is one of the this article right here is what a lot of people don't remember, but I do. This article right here is actually discussing something very important, and it was talking about a time in which DeMarcus Ware was actually bullying Parcells into becoming an edge rush. Hold on, let me show it. Let me just show it real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. And this was young DeMarcus Ware. This wasn't old DeMarcus Ware. This was young DeMarcus Ware. So check this out. DeMarcus Ware on how he bullied Bill Parcells into letting him edge rush for the Cowboys. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because see, history knows that Bill Parcells didn't even want DeMarcus Ware. So basically, he had to bully him. He had to basically say, man, if I get in here and do my thing, I can play that edge. And Bill was like, I don't believe you can. And he went in there and did it. And that's when Bill backed up and allowed him to play the edge. You see what I'm saying? He had to bully. Now, let me ask you a question. Who's a bigger disciplinarian, Zimmer or Bill Parcells?
Probably Bill.
Yeah, and so I agree with you on that. That is Bill. And so if DeMarcus Ware had to literally bully who was already tougher than Zimmer, then who's to say Micah shouldn't have say in his future? And I know me and you already agreed on that. You know what I'm saying? But
this the only problem I got with it. You absolutely right. But you can't bully nobody if you don't know what he's doing yet. Just get him. No,
I already agree with you. I didn't actually agree with you on that. But I see what you're saying from an etiquette standpoint.
Bro,
like some things, I know what you're saying. That ain't everybody's business. You know what I'm saying?
On top of that, at least that's why I say it's in bad faith, boss. You can't, if you already saying this stuff before we meet, that's just like if I'm finna do a show with you, I'm like, man, make sure you have my volume right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I be seeing how you be doing. That's bad faith, bro. Ain't no way around that, man. Ain't no way around that.
But no. See, you now you assuming now, bro, because you assume that. No, because see, we already said it could be another option. Remember, me and you talked. We said that it could be him sending the message to also front office. It don't have to be nefarious towards Zimmer.
I know, but that's who we talking about.
But
though.
No, but you saying bad faith like it's as Zimmer. It don't necessarily have to be as Zimmer.
I can give you that part. But it's like it's still he taking the straight bullets though, boss.
Sometimes you do.
If you was Mike Zimmer, that wouldn't make your eyebrows raise. You would have been just like, okay, we cool. You would have been like, Hold on. It would have got your attention.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, he must have something to say. Let me come. Let me meet him in my office.
Okay, so
he got something to say. Yeah, he got something to say. And then it's gonna be like, what's on your mind? Yeah, I want to know what's the issue. Like, what was that? You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
look, the fact that you just said what's the issue, he's pretty much declaring a problem beforehand, man. That's why it's bad faith. It's bad.
No, it don't necessarily have to be bad faith. Sometimes it can be bad trust.
Okay, it's bad.
We
faith
already
with the front office then,
right?
But
and it should be.
But Zimmer is a victim. He ain't did nothing. Is that a good way to introduce yourself to your coach?
Sometimes.
Yay or nay?
Sometimes.
It's not, boss. Relax.
I mean, no,
you gotta give me
relax,
that.
bro.
You gotta give me that. You gotta give me that.
I ain't giving you nothing, landlord. not a thing. You hear me?
Hey,
I ain't giving you not one thing.
I need some help. Am I crazy?
Nah, you ain't crazy.
I'm just trying to see. Can I not have that?
I think you thinking in the realest. You thinking in the purest forms, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like you thinking like, respecting your coach and stuff like that. I just personally think when you boxing over billions, and you got a front office that like the headbutt and hitting the nuts, sometimes you got to show them I play dirty too.
Now look, one could say this though, and I 100% understand that. And we just said that it seems like Coach Zimmer is a victim here. Yeah. This man ain't did nothing to nobody, bro. He got a reputation. We already know his reputation, but what has he done to this current Cowboys team? Absolutely nothing. And then you made shows about him seeming like he might have been unsullied. So he might not even, that sounds like a different approach already though.
Yeah, and so that's my point.
Right or wrong.
No, it's a different approach, but my point is this, landlord, and I need you to hear me all the way out. Since we already talking about that he might be unsullied, right? Yeah. And we both agree that could be the case. Don't you need to send a message to somebody who might not have their nuts?
True, I give you that one.
Because if you ain't got your nuts, I need to let you know, me and you gonna have a problem.
But it's still Mike.
So put it like this. Let me just ask you a question, and we just keeping it real. See, that's one thing I know about you. You keep it real, bro.
Thanks.
So let's check. Through and through. So who was better, Armstrong or Fowler?
Fowler. Well, if we talking pass rushing, Fowler.
Hold on. They say we got 33 likes and 166 people in the building. Real quick, man. Y'all get them likes up. Yeah. And I see 288 people total. And see, listen, we streaming a little bit different today because it's still about this internet, getting this internet fixed. So y'all come on in, man. That ain't nothing like Boss Land. Also, I do want to let y'all know this is not our normal show. We do a way more advanced show. So y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to both channels, Landlord and Boss Cowboy Sports. This is some of the flyest content you go get about the Dallas Cowboys. I guarantee you that. But going back, and make sure y'all do hit that like and subscribe. And matter of fact, let's double it up. I think we should double it up real quick. Double it up and go and hit that share button because it ain't nothing like this. What you say, Lane?
Facts, man. We got to get this out. The algorithm be trying to knock us off our rhythm. So we got to make sure we push through, man. Make sure y'all support the independent content creators. We got to get this done.
Yes. All right. So, but going back to what I was saying, man. So, like I was saying earlier, man, if we know Kellen Moore I was talking about Fowler versus Armstrong. So we all knew Fowler was better. Everybody knew that he had the best ratio in production with the limited amount of snaps he was getting. We both know that, right? So since we both know that, doesn't it seem suspicious that Dan Quinn didn't give him more reps, even though he recruited him and had him at Atlanta? Don't that seem like the ugly hand of front office has something to do with that? Especially since Fowler was the bastard, which we always talk about, right? And that the son was Armstrong. So if you Micah Parsons and you seeing the ugly hand of front office some kind of way meddling on your team, you'll be crazy to think it's not going to meddle to you, especially when your running buddy was Amari Cooper and you hoop with him, right? Amari Cooper got ran up out of here. So you don't think they had private conversations over a drink on how they'll do you if you allow them to and how you got to push back? So if you know you got to push back, you saying, Zimmer, don't come in here with that puppet stuff. And I'm letting you know out the rip, don't do it. If you try me, I'm going to have a problem. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. You feel me?
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying Zimmer is innocent, bro. He ain't did nothing yet.
He is, bro.
That man ain't did nothing, bro. So that's why I can't go with it. He ain't did nothing.
Now, he ain't do nothing, but he could.
See, look, that's see the.
Hey man, hold on real
no,
quick, bro. Man, hold on real quick, man. A rock wall with you can go up to a rock wall. It could be nice, or it could be a dog.
Wait a minute. Look at the words you've been using though. Might, could. This is all possibility stuff. It's nothing tangible yet.
Yeah, and if it's a possibility, I'm gonna nip it in the bud. I'm gonna nip it in the bud.
So you just gonna look. That car down there could be your ops or something. You just gonna start shooting. You don't know yet. Like you shooting at innocent people. This man is innocent, man. He hasn't done anything to anybody.
Is he really innocent though?
You ain't met him yet. You don't know.
So this the thing, man. If I saw that car down the street sometimes be pulling up on people's straps.
It looks similar.
Yeah, and some man. You don't, man. Come on, man. Man, I ain't talking about the game right now.
Slow.
Boy, Dallas getting slaughtered right now, man. Come on, Dallas. What's up, man? We 63-37, man. Come on now.
Good grief.
Talking about the watch part. I'm finna go to bed, man. Porzingis, man. He out there, man, banging balls. I thought y'all ain't like Porzingis. My bad, man. I got off track.
Hey, we supposed to be watching the Mavs too, man. So shout out to the Mavericks.
Yeah, man. Man. And I see a lot of y'all in here going for Boston. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that at all. Y'all acting like this ain't my hometown. Yes, this is my hometown. But see, that's the thing. That's funny. That's always the funny thing about basketball season is that the same people that'll be your homies and your diehards in football become your mortal enemies in basketball, bro. Ain't that some BS? That some BS? But yeah, man, just getting back to it, man. First of all, man, I know this is a different setup, but I want to hear from the chat, man. How y'all liking this, man? Because me and Landlord doing something different, mainly because my internet tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? My internet acting up. So we streaming like this, man, but we still bringing that boss land energy. We still got that boss land funk. Yeah, man. But the way that I look at it like this, man, is, this going to be my final words on the whole matter, big dog. I think Micah Parsons is doing what greats do. I think when you great, you just got to kind of let your nuts hang. You got to let everybody know you're not going to play with me. You're not going to play with my money. I'm going for the money. I'm putting in all kind of work. And if you're a puppet like Kellen Moore, me and you going to have a problem. Because I see a tendency with this team to where sometimes our coaches be doing the dirty work for front office. So I'm letting you know, just like CeeDee Lamb had to let them know last year. So like, when does CeeDee Lamb start getting his targets? When he start crying, when he start woofing. So Micah, like, I'm a woof early. I'm going to let y'all know right now, don't play with me. That's my final words on this matter. What's yours?
True. I get it. Like I said, man, I just wish he didn't do it publicly. They could have did this in private. Micah got he has no filter, man. And he puts his foot in his mouth a little bit too much sometimes, man. It was a lot of things that I didn't agree with. I think he probably should have not said in that interview. I mean, hey, that's just my opinion. I can't run from it. It is what it is. It was a lot of things. I was like, Micah, no, stop, please, hush, shh. He probably shouldn't have said a lot of things in there. But, like I said, I just wish he didn't go into it. I feel like still, I understand your side. He might be showing bad faith to the front office, but at the same time, if you're not giving this man a fair shot to win you over before you talking about, restrictions and boundaries that you have, I think that's going in bad faith still. Like, that's still my stance. I really do. I wish it wasn't like that, but, and then I don't think that's a healthy relationship, like, coming out the gate. Like, but it's not the end all be all. It's not final, but I say he off to a rocky start. That's just my opinion.
You just too mean. You mean, bro. That's just what it come down to,
off
bro.
To a rocky start, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You mean with
Little
it,
rocky,
bro, man.
Little rocky.
Yeah. You mean with it, bro. I ain't feeling it at all, man.
They might meet each other and then all of this go away. But like I said, they just got to meet each other first.
Welcome to Boss Land, man. We want to welcome everybody. We got a lot of new people walking in the building, man. Y'all dealing with the dopest show right now, dealing with the Dallas Cowboy content. You got two people that got swag out this world, Southern gentlemen. That's what we do over here. We ain't lost nothing, even though we streaming it just a little bit different. Listen, because it's going to always be dope. That's what we do. We going to always do that, man. That's what we stand on forever, man. It's Boss Land. All right, so check this out. So, obviously, man, I want to talk about with my boy DP Johnson. This is a little bit off topic, but it's kind of with the topic. And then we're going to move on to our next one.
Let's do it.
DP Johnson said, I think we got caught in our feelings and projected what we wanted to see on Micah. Micah doing what he has done the last 2 years. What's your opinion on that?
I mean, I guess you could say that, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say we in our feelings. I'd say that traditional leadership looks familiar to us. And this looks a little foreign to us. Maybe he doing something new, modern. Maybe the leadership is modernized and we're not familiar. It's looking a little different to us. Maybe. But the ways that we are familiar with leadership, we can honestly say it got a proven track record. It's certain things. It's a proven track record. It's certain standards that we have in the leadership that we know that has been successful over the years. And most people, all of these great leaders and great players that we can say and we can name, guess what? They have a lot of things in common. I promise you that. And certain things that we seeing out of Micah, they looking a little newish. So hopefully they work. You know, he going against the grain, in my opinion, because it's a lot of traditional leaders that have been successful in a way that we familiar with. So, you know, if you're going to be innovative, make sure you be accomplished and be successful in what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Because you could do it this way and we know what you could potentially do. I don't know about this way. You know, you going somewhere where no man has gone before. You going where no man has gone before. So, hey, that's on you. Now, you going to have to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? You going to have to figure out where you supposed to land and how you supposed to put everything together. We had a blueprint for you. You took that blueprint, balled it up, and threw it out to the side and said, hey, I got this. Now, hey, as the commander of this ship, what do you got to do? What he got to do? He got to go down with it. So, hey, I hope you take us on the ride we need to go on. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so I think I totally agree with DP Johnson. I think he hit the nail on the head. I'm going to be all the way honest with you. I think it's a fantastic comment. I think he's really paying attention to what's going on in the streets. The reason why I say that, I'm going to share this tweet because I said this today, man. All I'm doing is copying off J Tuck notes. He did all the work. I'm just copying off his notes. If you look real close, J Tuck did some amazing research that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to. So notice that in 2022, Micah Parsons voiced that he wanted to be more vocal in Cowboys meetings rooms now. You know, one message, make them fear one thing. You know, so he already talked about even 2 years ago about being more vocal. He also last year missed OTAs. So when you look at the real evidence, it shows you that what's happening this year is being overblown because he basically did exactly the exact same thing last year. Because a lot of people are trying to say, well, but he said he want to be a leader. He said it 2 years ago. And he still missed OTAs last year. But you know what the difference is? The media is really piling on this year. They piling on this year and they overemphasizing OTAs, which is a voluntary thing. See, I had Brandon Carr on yesterday. I had Brandon Carr come on as an all-pro, right? And I asked him straight up, I said, I need you to really clarify what's really going on as somebody who's been in Dallas, understand the locker room, and understand the rules of OTAs. He said, this is the bottom line that goes on with OTAs. He said the rookies have to toe the line. He said, but as you make plays and as you become more veteran, they give you a looser rope. And that's just how it goes. He said, I trust Micah is working on his body and doing what he has to do to be prepared. And he said, and that's really how it should be about it. He said, the best thing he needs to be ready for is training camp, not these OTAs. So I think DP Johnson hit the nail dead on the head. And I'm going to be honest, man, to me, they are playing us right now. And what they did is because we love the Cowboys, when we see something that looks like bad leadership, we go speak against our guy. And that's what's going on. We speaking against our guy because we've been loyal to the Cowboys. But at the same time, in my personal, strong opinion, they are playing us. Because he said the exact same thing last year. And he missed the exact same OTAs last year. And the energy wasn't even 5% of what it is right now. It is outright ridiculous. It done went way too far. And the worst thing is these media people already know it because they was here last year. They already know that they ignored it last year. Straight up.
The difference is, like, I can agree with all that. But, I mean, the goalpost just shifted because we weren't talking about OTAs. I was talking about that interview.
No, I know, but I'm talking. I'm with you on that
interview, sir.
No, and you're right. No, I ain't even talking about you. I'm talking about agreeing with DP Johnson that we got in our feelings, projecting what we wanted to see on Micah. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about his comment. You feel me?
So let me ask y'all this: at what point would it be triggering to y'all? Like, what would he have to do? Like, what would he just have to say? Screw y'all. What would be the line that y'all would draw? Because it seemed like y'all a little loose to me. I'm sorry.
I'm seems like
y'all a little.
Nah, what it is just research. That's all it is. Yeah, it's research. And so when you research and you look around the league and you see that a whole bunch of veterans miss OTAs, and when I go talk to a veteran, Brandon Carr, and they tell you really how it is, it's letting me know that they putting too much emphasis.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about what would a player of Micah Parsons' caliber have to do to make y'all say, okay, I don't support that. What a line is?
I mean, the things that I pointed out was his lack of effort in the second half of the playoff game. So it's gonna be play with me mostly. It's gonna be play.
But that same guy told you to go look at his tape.
Yeah.
Some stuff you ain't gotta say. You could have just said, I gave my maximum effort.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But no, not only did he say that, he challenged you to go look at this tape, and then what did you have to do?
Yeah, and I did look, and
you had to go take him up on this challenge, and then what you found out?
That he didn't do what he said he did.
But all he had to do is just say, hey, I gave my all. You know what I'm saying? We'll be better next year. You could have. It's so easy to get away from some of this stuff. Like, that's why I say, with all due respect, it just seemed like he put his foot in his mouth a little too much to me.
Sometimes
it don't have to be this way, man.
Yeah, and sometimes, and anybody that's being honest would say, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes he put his foot in his mouth. But I would also say this, keeping it 100. Right now is, to me, not the time for us to start worrying about those things. Because right now, I'm seeing a major pile-on going on that's for nefarious reasons. Like, so when you say what you say, you saying it for righteous reasons. You saying it because you want to see Micah actually keep his word. You want to see Micah actually follow through on what he said. You don't want us to go do the work of going to do the film work because he said he did something that he didn't do. You saying everything you saying for righteousness. But these media people that's piling on him, that standing around his locker saying the same question 8 different ways about him not being at OTAs, even though he's sitting here at minicamp. You see what I'm saying?
They setting them up though.
They trying to set him up.
But Micah's smarter than that, boss. That's why he get me mad, because he trolling us. He ain't crazy. He know what he doing. He triggering his haters. Because think about it. He said stuff like, because of the podcast. He said all of this stuff. Everything that people have a problem with him with, he mentioned it. So that right there lets me know he's aware of what he's doing. He's not an innocent kid that's just rambling off. A lot of people saying that. He's strategical with what he's doing, man. He's aware. So he just want to trigger people, he just want to do it on purpose.
Yeah,
he's aware. He's aware.
Because that's what it's about. It's about the bag. At the end of the day, that's what all this is about. He trying to get his bag, So, all right. We still got this, y'all. We ain't forgot.
Hold on, let me holler at y'all. Pull up, DP, because I don't know why he keep addressing me, man, so we can have a discussion. Because this, landlord that. We can disagree, but I don't got no agenda. I'm just telling you my honest truth, bro. My honest opinion.
You talking about this coming right here?
Yeah, landlord sounds like feelings was hurt. I ain't got no feelings. My feelings is for the Cowboys. You still poking at him. Poking at him? Do that not sound like somebody poking at everybody? Like, the things he's saying, do that sound like somebody that's trying to just be under the radar? I'm not looking for this stuff. Micah gave everybody ammo and fire to burn. And he did that. Micah could have said normal stuff. DP, you have no problem with him talking about CeeDee Lamb contract numbers, sir. You don't got no problem with that. He cool. He good. Answer me that. Cause that's kind of insane, bro. I don't know what we.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the deal.
So, like, gonna let him get away with anything?
No. This is the thing.
Cause I'm not finna sample to nobody, bro.
Well,
I'm not
and
finna
you're
do
right,
it, bro.
but this the
I'm
deal.
not finna do it. I would never do that.
Like, this the deal. You ain't said nothing that's not valid at all. But this is the deal, the timing. So it's like this, and me and you discussed this before, bro. Me and kept it real. If I look up, and let's say I'm saying some things that's true, right? But if I look up and the KKK agreeing with me,
I get it, bro. But like,
that's all I'm saying, big dog. You feel me?
Okay,
When I see David Moore,
I'm gonna have to store this. I'm gonna have a lot of kinetic energy at the end of the year.
Yeah, I chose that. But you can speak on it, but also know that you adding codes and you add lighter fluid to certain people that's out there that's getting bit. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that it's okay. I understand it's people out there that's gonna use some of this stuff as a nefarious agenda for their own means. But I can't.
And some people getting poisoned, bro. Because this is the bottom line. Some people are getting poisoned. It's certain people that literally believe that because you said you want to be a leader, that you're supposed to show up to OTAs. And them same people have not done any research around the league. Them same people have not looked at Christian McCaffrey right now, not in OTAs and minicamp, and just got paid. Them same people have not looked at Pittsburgh, who got their best player right now, TJ Watt, not in OTAs and minicamp. Them same people have not looked across the street and looked at Lamar Jackson, who literally took a $175,000 fine to not go to OTAs. And them same people did not talk to Brandon Carr like I did yesterday, who got the skinny on what real leadership is, referring to OTAs. And people are really wired up and having fuel poured on Micah Parsons, and it literally is for nothing.
Okay, we had our discussion about OTAs. I know OTAs is one of their main topics they want to use to try to, do this smear campaign on Micah. Right. Okay, I told you straight up, everybody will wish he was there, but it's not that big of a deal. We can move on from OTAs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the subject matter he had in his interview. We can leave it alone, but bro, ain't no way you can convince me that it was okay for him to be talking numbers about another man's contract, bro. I'm sorry. I would never accept that.
Oh, you talking? Okay, wait.
I would never accept that.
So you talking about him having his teammates back, or just talking numbers, a specific number for CeeDee Lamb when he said 36?
Boss, this is how unconventional this was. You can ask Dak Prescott right now about his contract. He won't even talk about his own contract. He won't even say your number.
Dak is smoother.
He won't even say your number, boss.
Okay, but see, you dealing with somebody with a master's degree.
It was my turn.
It wasn't no turn, but go ahead, big dog.
I was in the middle of a
My bad. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is Dak Prescott will not even he won't even talk about his own contract. He gonna say, talk to my agent. That's going to get handled. That deal's going to get handled. If you ask Dak Prescott about Micah Parsons, guess what Dak going to say? That's between him and his agent. Like, let's not act like this, bro. We got to be real about this, boss. Like, it's no sugarcoating this, man. I don't want to jump on Micah Parsons, but I can't allow you to do anything, bro.
We ain't talking about anything, but some things it's like
talking about another man's contract in the public, bro. That is not acceptable, bro. I'm sorry. It's not.
Okay, let's break this all the way down. What specifically are you talking about?
He said give CeeDee Lamb 36. They asked Micah, how much would you pay CeeDee Lamb? Micah's supposed to have been like, I'm not in charge. That's above my pay grade. Next question. It was easy. He said, I would pay CeeDee Lamb 36. So I know that sounds innocent to you, but this what this does. Yeah, it sounds innocent. But listen, what if CeeDee Lamb was finna take a friendly deal or something? What if CeeDee Lamb was like, okay, I don't gotta have 36 a year. You are messing up people negotiations. CeeDee Lamb agent might have been like, okay, long as he get the signing bonus, we good. So now if CeeDee Lamb get less than 36, it look like he got a cheap deal. He looked like he didn't get what he deserved to most people, because guess what? Micah said he deserved 36. So if CD go in there and take 30, you got played, CD, to most people.
30? Ain't no way he taking 30 in the first place.
I'm just saying, for example.
All right.
For example, if he take anything less than 36 because of the mere fact that Micah said he deserved 36, he looked like he got played. That's why you shouldn't discuss another man's pockets, bro. You are a grown man.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ain't want nobody talking about your money.
See, because everything you talking about is etiquette stuff. And if you look at the context of what he was saying, he was basically saying you should get more than Jefferson. That was the reason why he said 36. And then he also backtracked and said, but at the same time, I don't know what the counter response gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I think he finna get the Brinks, he finna get the bag. So maybe he shouldn't have said a number, but the overall context of what he was saying was my boy's supposed to get more. Which he looking out for his homie, bro.
You could have just said that in a blanket statement, boss. Listen,
I mean, he wasn't perfect, okay.
Perfect is not even, bro. This was egregious, boss. This
was egregious to say my boss supposed to get more.
Yes, no, to say 36 million. That is egregious.
But basically, he's saying more. It's the context of what he was saying, bro. He was saying he said if I was the agent, he gonna get more. But then he also, you got to say everything he said, bro. You can't nitpick one thing he said. Yeah, he did say 36, but he also said, but I'm also don't know the counter offer the other side, and I'm not into that and all that. You got to say the whole thing what he said.
Boss. I shouldn't even know.
Yeah, man, but you know it's one of those.
To say is,
I'm looking at the context, bro. I'm looking at the context, and the context to me is saying, basically, take care of my boy.
The context to me is saying he shouldn't have said nothing about this man's money.
Yeah, and then that's
point blank period. I can't give you nothing after that.
I mean, I put it like this: if I'm trying to get money, and then you say pay my boy more, I'm gonna be like, thank you, landlord. You feel me? Now I'll probably go to you in private to say you should have put an extra $3 million on that number. You feel me?
Look, Weather City was shooting for more. Like you
yeah, man.
Like,
I'm with you.
You shouldn't be talking about. Listen, boss. You never talk about another
looking at the heart of
bro.
Yeah, I mean,
man,
we
come on, boss. You one of the realest. Listen, time out. You are one of the realest I know. I'm talking about this because we on a podcast. We talking about the team. If I'm talking to regular people who ain't Cowboy fans, I'm not discussing their money. Okay, this is you just told me to talk about the context. The context of this conversation is we're on the podcast talking about the Dallas Cowboys, talking about Micah Parsons, which led us to talk about his money. Now, come on now. Don't do that.
Well, I'm just saying I'm not. I'm just listening to your quote. What did your quote say? You should never talk another man's money. So you didn't put
come on, bro.
That's what you said. So if I'm going, I didn't know there was no parameters on that, bro. I didn't know there was no parameters on that.
You know, so you want to hit me with
because I'm hitting you
semantics.
No, it's not the semantics. I'm hitting you with your very quote. That's what you quoted, and I quoted you verbatim. You said another man should talk about another man's money, and that's what we're doing right now.
But why are we talking about another man's money?
And then
because another man talking about another man's money. That's why we talking about it. If he wouldn't have brought it up, we wouldn't even be discussing it.
Matter of fact, bro, you brought it up. I didn't even bring it up. You the one brought it up, so I'm bringing it up, and you bring it up.
Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, boss. Hey, you got to be quicker than that, boss. Boss being nefarious today.
Man, nah, it's not even nefarious.
Hey,
it's
you
just
trying to take it out on me because I
just listen, man.
I'm an honorary man. Don't take it out on me.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with the mask. What I'm talking about, that when I look at the scope of everything that we're talking about with Micah Parsons, it's actually very little to me. It's very little to me. And it's super little, especially when I'm looking at the sacrifices he's making, and when I'm looking at him going against sumo wrestlers, when I'm looking at him taking punches in the stomach from boxers, trying to prepare his frame for the season, and then people trying to say he's not a leader. And see, I want to take the super chat real quick.
Yeah, because I didn't out for the
because this is a fat boy. This is a fat boy. I want to take this fat boy, but it's
we was in the middle of a great discussion, so salute the out for the support, man.
Now this is very important what he said too, because this go get us on another topic, and I really want to discuss this. He said, so what do y'all say to mainstream media like Brian Broad is saying Micah doesn't like the classroom setting and almost alluded he has an attention issue? I'm gonna be all the way honest. I'm not buying a story that I'm hearing from Brian Broaddus. Because when I see, this is the thing, when I played Division I football and he started talking about Micah Parsons like to get up and go to the running back room and go to the receiver room, I'm gonna tell you right now that would never be allowed. See, they try to. It's like Micah Parsons doesn't have that much power to just get up and yawn, walk out the defensive end room, and just go sit down in the running back room like he just eating snacks while they talking about how to prepare, bro. That would be. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Every time, listen, and I'm being all the way honest. In every position room that I've ever been in, nobody was ever allowed in there, bro. Nobody. And they have their own rooms. We all saw the all or nothing, right? Do you remember the receiver room with Dez Nim? Who was in there? Just the receivers. Do you remember the linebacker room? Who was in there? Just the linebackers. They make it seem like Micah Parsons just get up and just, I don't want to really do nothing right now with this school. And then he just goes to the running back. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Hey, what y'all doing? Listen, bro, I'm going to tell you something. That would literally never happen. So I really want to know, and I ain't gonna never know this, but what running back coach literally let a defensive end just come in there and hang out while he getting his running backs ready? Like, I don't buy it, bro. I don't buy it at all. And this is the thing. Whoever said that to Brian Broaddus is lying to him. I'm not saying he lying, but whoever said that to him is planting some wee-woo on him so that some wee-woo can get planted on us. I don't buy that for not even 1 second, bro. And I'm telling you my whole life, bro. I stayed in the cornerback and safety room at the University of Houston for 5 years straight, and no receiver ever stepped in my room. Not a linebacker, not even one time. It would have never been allowed. Not even with my own guys. Not a defensive end could have stepped in our room. You see what I'm saying? A nose tackle couldn't have stepped in our room. When we was preparing for the opponent, we was locked into our coach, our secondary coach. So whoever said to the Brian Broaddus, he is pushing information that's not even logically sound.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have no evidence on
but do
whether
that make
it's
sense
true
though,
or
bro?
not. You making sense, but
no,
like
you play
said,
football too. You was in the receiving room with a cornerback. We ain't be able to just walk in there and say, "Hey, man, what y'all doing?"
Yeah, nah, that's not allowed. Yeah.
Even in high school, was it allowed?
Nah, we ain't going
in high school, and then you had your own receiver room.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause so you telling me a center could just walk in your receiver room and say, "Hey, what y'all doing, man? I want to learn how to run some routes." Wouldn't you get mad? As a receiver, you'll be like, "Bro, I'm working on my craft, bro."
We over here focused.
You think we playing right now?
Yeah.
Like that dude would have got whooped. Real talk. Like if somebody kept walking in our room, bro, I guarantee we would have jumped him, bro. I guarantee you that. Like, bro, you think we playing about this opponent? You think we got time to play with you? And matter of fact, why you not in your room? What you doing? It's making Micah. It's making Micah sound like an absolute sucker and idiot. And I'm not buying it. That's why I'm like, bro, this man. See, Tuck talked about something, bro, that was so genius, bro, that I got to get behind this campaign. And he calling it the zombies, bro. It's a perfect campaign. See, because this is what's happening to a lot of our players. What's happening is you get, especially during seasons like this, they get poisoned by the media and they become zombies, right? Because they are listening to over and over and over this negativity that's being spewed on a certain player, right? And so because they love the Cowboys, they go out there and they begin to parrot what they've been hearing, and that's what Tuck called biting them. What would happen if a zombie bit you?
You gonna turn into one. You
would turn into one. So go think about all the players that we hate. It is the goofiest thing in the world. Just think about the players that we hate. We hate Dak. We hate Zeke, we hate Micah, and we hated Amari. Those were our best players. You telling me that's by accident? No, that's by design. And when did every one of them get bit? When did all of these Walking Dead Cowboy fans begin to attack their best players during contract time? This is wee-woo season. That's why I'm being very careful not to get on the little petty things about Micah Parsons. It's like, it can be true, but it's too many zombies out here. Because if you look in the chat, I ain't talking about, if you look in our own chat, you'll see people that jump in there and say, trade CD, trade Micah. It's like,
this ain't one of those now.
Yeah, I know you're not one of those, but I'm just saying, even sometimes when we being fair in our critique, sometimes it's fueling these zombies out here that's being poisoned. Like I was talking to Tuck today, man. It was the best conversation in the world. Let me tell you, man, it was the dopest conversation in the world. So me and my boy Tuck was talking, and check this out, because it's very real. Imagine being a Cowboy fan working 50 hours a week, or working like you was working, where you got up this morning at 4 o'clock, was at work by 5, you didn't get off to 7, you barely was able to take a shower before we started this show. True or not? True or not? All right, so you that hard-working Cowboy fan, and let's say if you go check your Twitter and you see, Clarence Hill said that Mike McCarthy was mad about Micah. Now, I went and double-checked the video. Tuck went and double-checked the video. He was not mad about Micah. But you just read your tweet. You put your phone down. You mad. Then you go look up and you see all these people saying that he should be at training camp. He a bad leader. Then you go look and read an article from David Moore, a creditable headline, and it say that Micah Parsons is no leader. Then you turn on the television just because you had it on break and you trying to get a moment to hear your Dallas Cowboys and everybody saying Micah Parsons is not a leader. What's going to happen likely to you? You going to become that zombie, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because you got all these creditable sources putting stuff out here on this man, and this stuff ain't even making no sense. The only reason why Tuck wasn't bit, and I'm going to be all the way honest, I was almost bit. And my boy Tuck, I got to talking to him, and he started really kind of explaining to me some stuff. And he was like, boss, go look at this over here. And I go over here and I look and I say, wait, hold on. Christian McCaffrey ain't at OTAs? And then I go look and I say, wait a minute, he also talked about being a leader? Then I go look at Tuck and he say, because Tuck, he called me every time he tweets something. So he'll call me and say, boss, bro, look what I just found. And then I look at it and I say, oh, Micah said he was going to be a leader in 2022? Oh, no outrage. Wow. And it's checkmate. And it's like, but look at the outrage now. So what done really happened with Zeke, with Dak? We got somebody that called himself Dak delusional. Why? He got bit. He's a current zombie. So it's nothing that Dak could ever do to turn him. Like, we literally got all these players on a Hall of Fame level. This is a fact. Dak is on the Hall of Fame trajectory right now. Also, Zeke is. People don't believe it, but Zeke is on the Hall of Fame trajectory. Guess who else is? Micah Parsons. And guess what? We want to trade all of them. CeeDee Lamb literally just broke Michael Irvin's record, and we don't want him. It's zombies. Why? Because people are getting played. They're getting bit.
Hey, that was a great analogy. I mean, I get it, though. But, like, this all I'm saying. I want to be separated from all the noise. I'm talking about a particular thing. And I get it. In the grand scheme of things, it's not the best for me to be pointing this out right now when he getting an onslaught of slander. But do he not supposed to be held accountable at all, though? That's all. It's a medium we got to find. It's a medium we got to find. I can't just say, do what you want, Micah.
No.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
Because everybody picking on you. Just do whatever you want, Micah. I can't do that.
No.
Because, like I said, my main thing is the team. I can't do that.
See, this is the deal. That boy got the zombies. He got the zombie emojis.
Yeah, the zombie emoji is crazy. So, like, that was a great analogy, and I get it. Like,
I'm saying it forever.
No, it is people who are getting bit off of the nefarious agenda that's surrounded by what's going on with Micah Parsons. But I still have to hold you accountable for certain stuff you do, bro.
Why you gotta hold him accountable on some of this stuff, bro? Like, it's some things we could choose not to say a word about. Like, for instance, if I add up all the things
that's healthy for the team, man.
No, but see, this is the thing.
I think it's healthy.
See, this is the thing. So the thing that a lot of people trying to hold him accountable on is something that he shouldn't even be held accountable on. Like, people like, but you said you want to be a leader. Why you not at OTAs? And then I go look around the league and I see that a whole bunch of people that said they leaders are not at OTAs. And then I go talk to players and they say the same thing. They like, hey, man.
I'm gonna let y'all eat with that, man, but I got a slight pushback. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been hearing you say that a lot of times. I just got.
I'm just not gonna fight about that, bro. I'm just not, bro.
Okay.
Especially because this is the main reason. This is the main reason.
Go ahead.
It's because he actually doing major work, bro.
I'm not questioning his work or his work ethic. All I'm saying is,
I don't think you got to go babysit rookies, bro, to be a leader.
This what we're gonna say. This what we're gonna say though. Is it like they say in the saying? What's good for the goose? Is it good for the gander? Just because everybody else doing it, do that mean you got to do it?
I mean, no, I mean, but
That's
but
my
but
point. No,
brother, I'm not going to listen. No,
I'm not finna just keep saying just because TJ Watt and them doing it, just because Christian McCaffrey and them doing it. Christian McCaffrey and them was in the damn NFC Championship.
Listen,
we wasn't. We might need to be doing a little more attention to detail.
He was specific.
I'm not finna just keep saying everybody. No. How about you be a leader and not do what everybody else do?
You ain't gotta be no leader by going to OTA.
You ain't gotta do what everybody else do.
Let me tell you what I believe the best leadership thing is, bro. Having your body ready to be maxed out before training camp, bro. To me, that's the best leadership. If you over here knowing that time spent here is taken away from time spent making me at my best, I want you to choose your best. We also talking about hold on real quick. I ain't finished. Let me finish real quick. I'm almost finished. So this is also the same Micah Parsons who took a whole year off his senior year at Penn State, came back and ran a 4.3. He came back and run a 4.3. You came at 250. You can't do that unless you're extremely disciplined. Micah Parsons, if anybody can show me anybody taking punches during their training, if anybody can tell me anybody that's going up against sumo wrestlers trying to get ready for the season, then you can tell me to go babysit some rookies. But if you up there going basically at Oklahoma drill and you've been going hard, and then you say, you know what? I've been going hard. I'm trying to prepare my body. I'm doing unorthodox workouts. And then it's another thing that Brandon Carr said. This is also what Dak said. Both of them said they're too pro. This is what they said. Some guys got the resources to get better workouts outside of OTAs. So as long as he doing what he have to do to be at his best, go ahead and miss OTAs. And I'm not over here saying it's voluntary. I'm saying I trust you to be a grown man and be ready for the season, especially when that fits your track record.
Hey, all of that is great. But that was a great speech. But did you not wish he was there? Yay or nay? And I'm done.
No.
Yeah, man, okay.
No, because I told you why. No. Can I tell you why?
You got it, bro.
Because I trust that
I've already asked you before, and you said yes. But now it's no in the context of what we're discussing.
Yeah,
you just said it was yes.
I can change my mind.
No.
Okay, so me and you talked about changing receiver to tackle.
I just let you go. Give me my time.
So you wanted in, but you said you gotta always stay that way. I can't evolve. I can't evolve, bro.
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm gonna hit the skip baby.
So I already told you I evolved from talking to Tuck. So if I evolve, bro, I'm telling you I evolve, bro.
I'm reclaiming my time. You just had about 5 minutes. I'm reclaiming my time.
Go for it.
Hey, I love this, man. I love it.
Listen, I do too, because this is a respectful debate, bro.
I'm having fun with this.
And I like that it's respectful, bro. It's very
have fun debate. This is what I do. I love it. But okay, you can change your mind, but it's very convenient time to change your mind, though, boss. I'm gonna just say that.
It's not convenient at all.
You see me not convenient.
No, it's not.
Be right. You gonna change your mind now.
You judge me, bro. You done judge your boy, bro.
No, talk about.
You judge me, dog.
I just said it's convenient.
God,
I ain't saying,
bro. Man, my dog done judge me, man.
Wait a minute now. Hold on.
I gotta hit the exit music on that.
No, listen. I'm just saying.
Judge me, bro.
In the middle of the debate, now your answer different. I'm just saying. Man, look, any Cowboy fan. Time out.
Okay. Tell the truth. Didn't I say that I talked to Tuck, bro, and I said that I almost got bit?
You did.
Ain't that saying basically that I was on the wrong side, bro?
But listen,
yes.
this
I
is not.
Yes, I did.
Okay, this is not no contest. This is just the purest form, bro. I'm taking everything you know away. In a perfect world, would Micah Parsons not be at OTAs? Yay or nay?
All right, and I'm telling you no. And let me tell you why.
Not even in a perfect world, boss.
In a perfect world, no. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Just can you be open to me, bro? Are you open right now?
You ain't open to me, because I think everybody.
I am open to you, bro.
I think everybody on your side and my side would agree. In a perfect world,
can you hear me out?
Would be
Can you hear me out? Can you hear me out?
Go ahead.
This is why I say no, because, and I meant this, bro. I've been copying off Tug notes, bro. And so when he done did all this massive research, bro, and the first person he called was me, we've been talking about 2 and 3 hours every day, bro. Real talk, like real talk. And it would even be like this. It would be like he would call me and be like, "Oh my, bro, look what I just found." I'm like, "What?" He'd be like, "Bro," and it's stuff I didn't know, right? So you sitting over here at first in the vacuum thinking Micah Parsons should be at OTAs if he's a leader, but then you over here finding out that it really don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? And I just talked to a player yesterday that told me it don't work like that. You feel me? And I got all this research, and then I see stuff like DeMarcus Ware basically had to bully Parcells. Like, this is all this stuff that I learned literally within the last 2 days. You feel me? So if I learned all this in the last 2 days, bro, from really doing and copping out Tuck homework, then it's like, well, yeah, I've changed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be flexible to the evidence. The evidence done showed me that this is nothing but a molehill that's being presented as a mountain. So, no, I don't care that he's at OTAs. I care about him doing what he said he's doing and preparing his body for the physicality that's to come.
Okay, like I said, without any research, at the very purest form of this question, I think most fans would agree that they would like Micah Parsons to be at OTAs. Regardless of what the narratives is going around, regardless of anything else, we would like him to be. Guess who said they would like? I believe in Dak Prescott interview, he said he would like CD to be there. Like, this is not nothing outrageous. I'm saying, in a perfect world, they would be there, bro. Not only in a perfect world, because we said a perfect world, and you still said no. But a perfect world, he would be paid, so he would be there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he would be paid in there. Maybe he would be paid, CD would be paid, and he would be there. In this perfect cowboy world that we're trying to describe, in this euphoria, he would be there, bro. He would. Like, all right. He would.
See, the problem is you didn't define perfect. See, because when you say perfect, I'm thinking perfect is getting your body ready, bro. That's what I'm defining as perfect. You see what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question. In a perfect world, same question. In a perfect world, if you knew he was going to be at his best by missing OTAs, would you be for him missing OTAs?
If that was necessary, then yeah, I get it. So my whole stance is not even really against OTAs. I'm just saying that in a perfect world.
But it was going to your question. There. Yeah, but you had to define perfect world. So when you said perfect world, you just saying being there. I'm looking at it as in a perfect world, he's doing what he has to do. Yeah, I'm trying to get the perfect Parsons. And if that makes you miss OTAs to get more individual workouts, because see, he getting specialized workouts. His workouts cost hundreds of thousands. We got 2 big super chats. You got some over there? We got some fat boys. So we got to address these 2 fat ones because they giving out big bread. So
Amp looked out, but that's about it right now. What I appreciate.
So Amp said, so what happens when we review the tape and Micah shows lackluster effort in the playoff game next year? Then what? Easier to bend a tree while it's young. Thoughts? And then Tug got one. So I'm going to get to both of these. So what's your thoughts on that? Because that's a $20 super chat. We definitely got to handle that.
Okay. He said, what? So what happens when we review the tape and Micah shows lackluster effort in the playoff game next year? Then what? Easier to bend a tree while it's young. Thoughts? Listen, and then if you think about it, we say that the leadership is. See, like you said, I know it's a crap show around Micah Parsons right now. I don't want to get caught up in that whirlwind, but I at the same time I still have opinions about what's going on. So I don't want to be added to that, but at the same time, bro, I just can't let you do anything. I'm sorry. So it's like, okay, like you said, Micah is learning from people before him. This is the toxicity that's around the Dallas Cowboys.
I agree.
Micah seen D-Law do this, right? He's seen who else? Ezekiel Elliott do this. He's seen this is the Dallas Cowboys toxic
Zach Martin
building. He's seen Zach Martin do this. So, like, this is the point. At what point does it stop? You see what I'm saying? We gonna have people just doing this after. Kneeling, looking at Micah like, oh, looks like I might have to do that in a couple of years. I'm gonna be prepared. This is what y'all champion on. Like, this is what we gonna keep doing. This is an everlasting cycle. It don't stop with one person. It's gonna be like Micah had to do it. Boom. I can't wait. It's my turn. Oh, CD Lamb got to do it. Bet. Next time when it's my turn, I'm already preparing my people. They following the leader. They the zombies. They zombies too. I'm gonna tell you that they zombies too, because that toxic leadership that you showing is gonna spread and infect the rest of the players that's behind you. You can't look your zombie metaphor. It's the same way when you got people looking at you. When you're a leader, you're still a leader. You know what I'm saying? They're following you. D-Law, he followed your suit. Zeke, he followed your suit. This is what the Cowboys have to do. Like we said, it's not the players' fault necessarily, but this is the toxic culture that we have. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want that to continue. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. That's all I'm saying. So we just can't keep saying, okay, let's do it. It's good. I just don't agree with that, man. I don't agree with it.
So, this is what I want to say before I get to Tuck comment. My boy JB, we all need to be very careful that we don't get bit.
See, I don't have no proof that that's true. So
you see what I'm saying? So like when they said Micah need to get in the film room, see, that's the people are now starting to say that because they hearing Brian Broder say over and over and over. I ain't talking about you. Oh, I ain't talking about you at all.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about you at all. I'm flipping it now. I'm just this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to be a good brother's keeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, my brother's keeper, why are we saying he need to get in the film room based on what Brian Broaddus is saying?
We can't say that because we ain't in the film room.
Right, because he's saying, dude, you know, because he been saying that over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm not saying he ain't hear that. But sometimes we saying it because we got infected and we are now zombies. And then we start biting it. We start biting and we start infecting other people in our fan base. So let me get the Tuck comment and then also address what Amp said. When it comes down to him playing, then we have to address him playing. It's no getting around us addressing him playing. You have to address his play. Like that's something that we all got to draw the line on. That's something we all got to stand on.
Could you put the comment on the screen? You didn't put it on the screen this time.
Oh, I lost it, man. It got buried. It got buried, but I got Tux right here. He said, Landlord, what was your feelings on Micah not attending OTAs last year? People plotted it when he was in Austin with Super Bowl champs. Why did it change?
I always want you at OTAs. I want you to be with your team, building camaraderie. That's always been my stance. It never changed. I didn't change. I'm not infected. Cause I see you zombies. I promise you. You can ask Boss. I have my stances already, so you ain't gotta worry about me being a victim, sir. Hey, I'm not easily persuaded at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not easily persuaded at all.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. I mean, cut you off, bro.
No, I'm good. Hey, I never support him or anybody missing a OTAs. I feel like, cause look, we the same people who was happy when they all was there. I'm sure almost every creator said something. Hey, look at the Cowboys. We got 100%. I seen almost every creator root that on. Yay, y'all, we at 100%. Everybody's there.
You know Mike McCarthy was lying, right?
Now it's not a problem.
Mike McCarthy was lying. You know that, right?
Lying about what?
That it was 100% at OTAs. He was just lying.
I mean, but it don't matter was he lying or not. We was happy about it.
No, but at the same time,
that's the part I'm talking about. We was happy about it.
But this is where Tuck is right. We was also cheering when Micah Parsons was getting that extra work in Austin and missing OTAs. We was cheering for that last year. Now it's the exact same thing this year, and everybody's saying he's not a leader. That's why he's saying people are big.
I said, I'm not everybody. I'm not going at everything they saying about Micah Parsons. Mr. Tuck, what do you feel about him and his comments about this man contract? You don't got a problem with that? That's cool with you?
I'm a call Tuck.
Yeah, call him. Because I want to hear about this. Because ain't no way we going to say this is just okay. All of a sudden, it's okay. That don't work for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
You're going to have to explain this.
Y'all got to fight this out, bro. I'm not finna get in the middle.
Hey, if you feel like that's just a okay thing, you're going to have to explain to me.
Yeah, we gonna get Tuck on the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it over here. Matter of fact, Tuck, you want me to send you the link? See, I got a new software now. I can send Cash the. He said, "Call me back, boss." What you mean right now? Or you saying? Because I can send you the actual link, big dog. You know what I'm saying, and put you in the show. I almost rather do that. You know what I'm saying? Just jump all the way in the fight. You hear me? Because, man, you know, we got some more topics. We ain't even touched them yet, bro. Yeah. I mean, he say send him the link. It's going down. Let's go.
It's wild that I'm a zombie now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I thought you had more respect for me than that, sir.
Yeah, y'all got to talk it out, man. Y'all got to talk it out. So, you know, because, you know, that's the thing about these texts and stuff like that. It can be taken offensive when it's not. You know what I'm saying? You know. So. All right. So y'all go talk it out, though. I know. All right. So, Tuck, I just sent you the link. Come on in. This, I ain't never used this software, but it's pretty dope, man. This pretty dope, man. I'm kind of liking this, man. Yeah, I'm feeling this, bro. And say real quick before we go to the
score.
What's the score, man? I stopped looking at the Mavericks getting melted. Yeah, we get melted. We get melted. Yeah. D-Town. What you doing, D-Town? So Tuck is on his way. Yeah. So while Tuck is on his way, let's go ahead and go to the next topic real quick. Nah. We gonna stay on this. No, we gonna stay on this till Tuck get here because he gonna be talking about this. Nah, let's go to the next. Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm so anxious, bro. I'm so anxious. Tuck, see, I know what Tuck doing. He got to turn on his computer. He got to do all that. So listen, let me at least tease what we get ready to talk about. Let's do that, all right? Let's tease it. Let me turn off this music and then we go get to it real quick. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Here we go.
I'm worried about Trey Lance's arm strength a little bit.
Yikes.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Was that a concern coming out of college?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Throw some long ones.
Yeah. And if you watch, I'll tell you what happened today, too. And the Cowboys, by the way that Jerry has built the practice field there, practicing outside, he does his players no favor, especially his quarterbacks or punters or kickers, because he's got a huge building to the left of the field and a huge building to the right. So it's a big wind tunnel in that. And
that boy talking about the wind. Trey Lance, they give Trey Lance so much grace, bro. They didn't do it quarterback good.
The wind was going pretty good today.
I'm sure they accounted for all that on the front end.
Yeah. Well, Trey Lance didn't throw the ball particularly well today.
Yeah, I saw Bobby tweeting about that as well. Just something about being a little bit behind receivers.
Well, there's times where he will hold the ball. And I wonder, when you hold the ball, is it you're trying to read? Are you trying to see? Are you trying to wait and kind of wait for the guy to get open? And I'm wondering about that. But he had some throws where he really, really wasn't as accurate as he needed to be. Crossing routes underneath and stuff like that where guys are on the move. You know, and this offense requires you to be able to make that pass. It's one thing that Dak Prescott does really well is be able to hit these guys on the move and give them a chance to get up the field.
How often can you have an off day like that as a good quarterback, as an accurate quarterback?
You know what? I don't need Trey Lance not to have good days. You know, I'm trying to figure out, but I just didn't feel, I'm not feeling the last couple of practices that I've watched, I'm not feeling really comfortable right now.
Oh, so we're looking at multiples now.
Yeah, I was, the sample size of quarterbacks, you have to be careful on.
Yeah.
There were some things in the indoor practice I saw the other day. I'm like, listen, I ain't bringing these things up right now.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
You know,
You've only seen it once.
I'd only seen it once. So we're out there watching practice today, and some of the throws were not where they needed to be. And I'm thinking, okay, is it Is it something that he's going to deal with all summer? I hope not. But I've got to figure this thing out with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
And I was expecting him to, when given opportunities, to be sharp at this.
Maybe we're seeing why San Francisco was so willing to let him go. For what
Well, holding the ball was an issue there with San Francisco.
Yeah.
And to me, I think the guy needs to play.
I do too.
And that's going to help with that. But certainly, you'd like to hear a better practice report.
I just felt like, though, there were some throws that he needs to make. You know, and it's not like guys are in his face.
Sure.
You know.
All right, man. Forget that. We got Tuck in the building, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it, dog.
Hold on. First and foremost, I want to make sure it was that the correct way you was trying to use that. You referring to me as a zombie?
I wouldn't call you no zombie, bro.
Oh, okay.
So what
I'm
I was
trying
trying
to see, because I'm like, good grief. Like,
I was gonna call you a zombie, yeah, bro.
Wow.
But what I was trying to say is, because I was going to type a long message. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was, okay, boom. Last year, Micah Parsons was training in Austin, right? He was training with Andrew Whitworth. He was training with B. John Robinson. And nobody batted an eye, right? Nobody batted an eye. No one surrounded him in his locker room. Nobody really took attendance about him not being there. There was no animosity, right? So we went on, played in the season, did what we know. Of course, we fell short. Lost in the playoff game on January 14th, I believe. Lost in the playoff game on January 14th. January 23rd, that is when the Jesse Holley interview went out about calling him lazy and not a team leader. He was selfish, not around his teammates. He's a loner, right? And that was what Boss was saying was the open wound that started to bleed out Micah Parsons. And since that moment, there has been nothing that Micah Parsons could do that's right amongst the fan base, because that toxicity and that infection has leaked through the media and through our fan base. Case in point, let's go to the draft, right? What did he do? We drafted Tyler Guyton. He probably didn't know who Tyler Guyton was. He kind of sit there and was like, okay, cool, right? Cowboys fans was mad at that. He didn't respond right after the playoff loss. He waited all the way into the Super Bowl. People got mad at that. We're talking about his shoes right now, what he's wearing to the Mavs game. We're talking about every little minor detail when it comes to Micah Parsons, because we know right now that is the temperament point when it comes to the Cowboys fan base. So if you want to do views, if you want to get people talking on Twitter, all you have to do is Micah Parsons. And so the Cowboys community knows that. The media team knows that. So that's why they huddled up yesterday to surround Micah Parsons and ask him the same questions. Now, if you go back to even the press conferences, who was pressing so hard Mike McCarthy? It was Jane Slater was pressing hard. Where's Micah? Where's Micah? Why is he not here? After the question's already been answered, the very first question. But there's somebody else missing from camp too. There was not a mention of CeeDee Lamb. Where was the pressure coming from CeeDee Lamb? Why wasn't he at attendance? Why wasn't that the conversation piece? But it's solely based on Micah Parsons right now, because he is the bleeding target in Dallas. And now so many Cowboys fans have leached on. Now, I know what you're saying, bro. You probably don't have any ill intent, right? It's the same thing as if I was to break down a Dak interception, video of how to fix it. Even though we might mean well, there are people with ill intent that's going to take that and use it for no good. You see what I'm saying? So even if I'm saying, listen, man, this is the Dak interception video, I think he could have made this read. They don't give a damn about anything I said. Like great footwork, everything. They want that interception. They want that one clip it up. Tuck said this interception is aha, Dak sucks. You know what I'm saying? So they're using it for their motives. So now we look around social media. I see Micah Parsons is Jalen Smith 2.0, whatever the hell that means. We should trade him. Now, I will say this, right? I'll say it publicly because we don't keep it real. That same toxic zombie that spreaded those rumors about Micah Parsons and that's spreading those rumors right now as we speak that people are saying in the chat gave me a phone call right before draft time and said, listen, Tuck, I got something hot for you. All right. A lot of people think it's Dak Prescott that might be moved before the draft. Oh, absolutely not. Everyone in the house is talking about it's going to be Micah Parsons. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of him. And I paused and thought, but what was really trying to happen? they were trying to bite me. So I would come out here into this community and say, Micah Parsons might get traded before the draft. Now, look how stupid I would have looked, right? Look how stupid I would have looked if I said Micah Parsons was going to get traded for some draft picks before the draft, and I made 2 to 3 videos and went on Twitter. That would have diminished my brand, right? So there's a lot of toxicity. I get it, right? There's people who work at high levels, but they have ill intent. You've seen it. We have players on our shows. It's like, I don't mess with them like that. So just because you might get rubbed the wrong way in the locker room or at the cafeteria, you can point your sights and your aim at a particular player, and you can weaponize it through your platform in the media. And I just think that it's
I understand.
You know
I understand that. That's like, all of that makes sense. But it's like, just like you just said, all of these people can have their own agendas and stuff. They swirling me into the negativity and all of the smear campaign.
Right. Yeah.
I'm addressing the interview, sir.
Right.
I want to hear people take up for the interview.
Okay.
Like, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff, to be 100% honest with you.
So
he said on the interview. I'm not talking about OTAs. I'm not talking about nothing else. I'm talking about his, what can I say, his etiquette that he displayed.
It'll be fun, and I think it's going to be unique.
That's what I'm talking
There's a
about.
lot of similarities on things, how he used me with how Dan used me in the system. But he has more twists and turns of how he's going to set things up. And also, there's some things that I got to get used to, too. It's going to be a compromisable relationship. There's going to things he's like, I'm not going to give on, I don't give on. That's a part of the whole regime,
So you want to tackle on the compromise aspect?
That's one of them.
Okay.
And the contract numbers that he discussed about somebody else.
Okay.
I want to talk about this stuff. I want to see how y'all could make this okay.
I got you.
Real quick, just pause. Hey, Tuck, I turned your channel on.
Okay, cool. Let's get it.
Yeah. So you can get some,
All right, bet. Let's get it. All right, what's up, everybody? So the interview. This is easy peasy, right?
Hey, real quick, do you need me to send you a thumbnail, bro?
Nah, we're good. I'll do it later. Hey, we're good. So let's talk about the compromise thing, right? I think that's the big buzzword amongst a lot of Cowboys fans. Like Micah said that Zim is going to need to compromise, and that's not what a team player would do. Now, I had Will Blackman on my show just a few weeks ago, and I posted a clip on Twitter a few seconds ago, right? So Will Blackman said when he was in Green Bay, it was Mike McCarthy's first year. And when Mike McCarthy got there, he had a lot of big personalities. Now, Brett Favre, that's massive. That's probably bigger than Micah. You know what I'm saying? You had Charles Woodson. You had so many other veteran guys already in house. And he said originally they were button heads. And he said the one thing that Mike McCarthy had to realize is with some of these players, I had to compromise, right? So with Brett Favre, all right, we can do it your way a little bit, but you got to kind of meet me halfway. The same thing he said. Al Harris was a surgeon. He was a technician, right? But when it came to Charles Woodson was like, I'm not going to do none of that.
Yeah. And then he said, but he kept getting interceptions.
He kept getting interceptions. There was nothing he can do. So Mike McCarthy gave it and said, compromise. And he said, what was the number one message when it came to the culture in Green Bay? And if anyone watched my channel, y'all remember what he said, right? He said that Mike McCarthy's number one moniker, his number one motto was, confrontation is good, because when you have confrontation, it helps the team grow because you're seeing things from multiple perspectives.
We already had Favre, that's a big personality. We just signed Charles Woodson, big personality. We had a lot of, legit Hall of Famers on our team.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember the first year, he did butt heads with a lot of our veterans because he was trying to implement his culture, his style of coaching and what he wanted for the team to be successful. And you had guys that were kind of like, man, this is how I do it.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, like it is what it is. And so there was a lot of butting heads in the beginning. But again, knowing Mike, he's like, how can I improve what I do to help this team? And so, when we had Charles Woodson, he was kind of like, I'm gonna just do whatever, and he would come out every game and get like 2 picks, so it was working. Like, I'm gonna just do whatever, and he would come out every game and get like 2 picks, so it was working. But but Mike's like, I need you to
let me address this.
Help me out to help the team. So
I get what
Mike
saying.
realized.
I get what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but the biggest difference is all of that stuff was done in house. Tuck. That's the difference. Okay, you talking to an insider. He's telling you what happened inside the locker room.
Okay.
Micah's doing this publicly. That is the problem. You see what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to do that. And then not only that, Y'all talking about a scenario that they discussed when they was going back and forth saying, okay, we trying to work out what we gonna do. Micah hasn't even talked to him like that. So you talking about working stuff out before you even discuss it with the man.
But let's pivot, right? Because I think that's
what the problem. I already won this debate, landlord.
You won what debate?
This one. This same one that you're doing again
against me?
Yeah, easily.
Nah, you lost that one, sir.
You trying to
lose that one?
But see,
you lost that one. Because listen, if you're doing it publicly, you're wrong. You ain't even talked to the dude. You said this. You said this out your own mouth. How can you compromise with anything if you ain't discussed the terms yet?
Because think about this: who is Coach Zimmer, landlord?
A defensive coordinator.
But what is his specialty?
What the mug and the A gap, double A gap, blitz and stuff like that.
What positions is his specialty?
Defensive end. What?
No, secondary. He is a secondary guy. Okay. So Gunther, who's going to be our run defensive coordinator, that's who Mike has been talking to this entire offseason. And he said that in the interview. He was like, I've been in constant communication with Gunther to get the run defense, and we're all on the same page. So it's not like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was a defensive coordinator, but his specialty was the front seven, the defensive line, and also a little bit of linebackers, right? It's not that with Coach Zimmer. He is more of a secondary guy alongside with Al Harris. So that's probably, now I would say this, is Zimmer, that's your guy, right? So you should be reaching out to Mike a little bit more, but the communication is probably going to be more with Gunther than it's going to be with Coach Zimmer until things start to get switched up a little bit. So I think that's where the disconnect for a lot of people is that Zim's a secondary guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not a front. He's not going to be teaching the defensive tackles. He's not going to be teaching the defensive ends.
So you don't think those comments kind of indicate some bad faith?
Nah, not yet.
But hold on, wait a minute, because he had more comments.
Go ahead.
When he said, "Oh, he's an old school guy," old school this. You don't even know the man yet.
No, he said. So from what I've heard from others,
that's my point. You haven't talked to him. You can hear anything. Until you talk to that man, you can't judge him yet.
But that's what we all. That's what
you hear. Yeah, that's what I said. We all know he old school, bro.
Everyone's saying he's an old school.
Everybody know that,
every Cowboys fan right now is saying Zim's gonna come in. He's not gonna.
Everybody,
man, listen. You can say everybody 100 times, but you done heard a lot of stuff about certain people, and some of that stuff ain't true. You can hear whatever you want. But you ain't gonna get a man a fair shot to meet the man first, boss.
So
time out. This is a cut and dry answer.
Yeah,
will you give the man a fair chance to meet him?
But he said he heard
before you go
what
all
happened.
the way on the table.
You heard he tough. He said he heard that. He just said what he heard.
He said, what do you know about Coach Zimmer? I haven't said more than 20 words to him, but what I've heard from other coaches, he's a tough-nosed coach that likes things his way.
Yeah.
And he already saying, "Nah, I like my this way." Well, like, come on, bro.
Because
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We'll just have to agree to disagree on that one. Okay, let's move on to the money. Let's talk about the money.
Hold on, pause, Leland, real quick. You are the new defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. You just got hired. You were out of work last year, out of the NFL. You just got hired on a 1-year deal.
You a loser.
Dallas Cowboys. Isn't the very first thing before you even find a goddamn house in Dallas is reach out to your superstar player to get to know him, to bend that relationship? But what did Micah have to say? Mike McCarthy has stepped in and filled that role and been talking to me and communicating me a lot more since Dan Quinn has left. So what responsibility are we putting on this man right here in Coach Zimmer?
Hey,
why has Jay Tuck had more conversations?
Wait. Let me pause both of y'all, man. I'm liking this fight. Let me pause both of y'all real quick.
Responsibility too, though.
I got a $9 super chat, man. My boy got like big money, man. We've been letting this super chat stay up for a minute. I'm liking this fight though. He said, "Tuck, I agree that folks had ill intentions, but does that mean we can only do soft content?
Hey,
where's the line for accountability versus not being bit respectfully?" And I think that's fantastic.
Straight up. That's why I'm standing with it. That's why I'm standing with it.
That it's a simple, and I answered it in chat, right? But what it is, we can sit back and wait for something tangible to happen. We are trying to make something happen right now because it's the off season. Now, let's say, for instance, we get out to Oxnard, right? Micah looks out of shape. or he looks, now we have something tangible to go off of. You're going off some random man on some other people on different podcasts from what they're saying. We don't have anything tangible. Now, when I provide the tangible evidence about, he said, being a leader in 2022 and rookie year, and there's other people holding out at camps, everybody wants to ignore it and kind of go off of feelings and emotion.
True.
So if you get out there versus, the Browns, and Micah can't get off a damn double team, oh yeah, we gonna carve it up.
See, I can't talk about what he's talking about.
I gotta jump in real quick.
What I'm discussing is tangible because the interview is tangible.
Real quick. I just want to jump in real quick and just answer that question as well, because I think it's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yes, one thing about holding people accountable, but it's also about knowing when it's a infestation of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I really mean that. Like, it's the zombie apocalypse right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I choose to turn my attention on more so the falseness that's going on my superstar, because I'm seeing a whole bunch of zombie apocalypse that's affecting Dak. We got people that's changing their names to Dak delusional fans. We got people to where Dak can never do no good. Why? Because the infestations of the past are still hunting us now.
Mm-hmm.
We are still hunting with a lot of people who do not like Zeke because of the Zeke Who campaign. Right? We got a whole lot of people that still believe Amari Cooper didn't play well on away games because of that campaign, and I'm seeing a brand new campaign that's now trying to attack Micah. So yeah, I'm cool with accountability, but I do pick my punches,
right?
And I time my punches,
right?
I get that, but all I'm saying is, we talking about tangible things. The conversation is tangible. He brought this interview is tangible. That's what I'm discussing. Hold on, time out. I'm not discussing any of the other stuff they talking about. Landlord from Alabama is talking about what this man said on his interview. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm not talking about OTAs. I'm not talking about any of the other stuff. I'm talking about what Micah said.
No, I was talking about that super chat. That's all. I was addressing that super chat that gave $10.
But what we're saying, Landlord, okay, boom, the interview was what, last night or 2 days ago, whenever that interview happened. Okay, boom. But look at all the buildup of pollution of Micah leading up to just that interview. I ain't got nothing
to do with that, man. I'm talking about Micah in this
But we was addressing that super chat.
I'm answering Ant's questions, right? When there's a whole conversation about a man's shoes that he tore as a word to a Mavericks game.
I don't know nothing about that. I have no knowledge on that.
But I'm saying that all that slack that built up has broke the levees, where I see it right now.
It's a zombie apocalypse.
These Micah defenders, right? These Micah, we're right back to where we was at Dak. We're here again with Micah, and there's no fixing it. There's no going back. Right? It's already done.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, is that we've been talking about Micah on all these small little things, whether he went to Japan or his relationship with CJ Stroud. All these little things have built up. Now, to get to the interview, that's the easy part. I will say this is for me personally. I felt like Micah tried to show some maturity with this interview, to be honest with you. This was one of the most probably mature Micah interviews that I've seen.
He needs
right?
some filter.
But here's
how
the
that's
thing.
mature when
he does need a filter, but it's hard to filter someone. But the whole time he's been here in Dallas, no one ever said he needed a filter. Nobody said Micah needed a filter last year.
I can't say that. Landlord did.
So
I always said he talked too much. You can go check my chat.
Let me take this super chat.
When Mike first got here, Landlord said he's vocal and he won't shut up. I've been said that.
Yeah. I mean, he's been like that since he's been a rookie. Yeah.
So check this out.
That's why I want you to understand. Landlord is not getting influenced by anybody. I'm just telling you, I've been on this type of time. Most of the stuff you talking about, I'm not even aware of. I'm talking about what happened on this interview. But go ahead.
So the super chat said, the man said, I heard he likes to do it. And I'm like, I do it this way. It's a compromising relationship. Do we know what the word compromise means? Why say that? And I addressed this earlier. You might have came in late. I'm going to just be quick with mine. I know that mega superstars have a say in their play. And that's what Tuck was talking about when we played the clip about Woodson. Mm-hmm. And that's why he also, let me finish playing this.
Okay, there's a way I can implement my culture, but I have to treat certain guys different. Mm-hmm. I have to maybe, whoever, Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, like he was able to find a way to keep that player happy, but at the same time, in the same realm of making sure like it's still in the best interest for the team. I remember his number one quote was conflict is good. He always say conflict is good because he's like, if we are able to have a dispute, but then at the same time learn about one another, then it's going to help us grow, you know? And so that's.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, there's a comment from D Park. Can you post that? Because this is what it all alludes to.
D Park got it.
Micah was doing some bragging, and we just want him to be humble. That is it. Everybody wants to humble the beast. Everybody wants to humble the beast, but it's too late, y'all. It's too late. You cannot stop it, bro. It is too late. Micah Parsons, Defensive Rookie of the Year, All-Pro, has only missed one game because of COVID.
Three-time All-Pro.
Three-time All-Pro. He's one of the biggest names in the NFL. Top jersey
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Brand Ambassador. Defensive Player of the Year conversation. There's
three-time run-up to Defensive
Defensive
Player of the Year.
There's no more humbling Mike.
Can't be humble, bro. You got to be cocky now.
It's way too late for
that. It's cocky time.
So if that's what y'all want, I apologize. Yeah, then we probably want to move on because you're not going back to humble. And this goes back to the video that I did with the Ninja Turtles, right? Everybody thinks leadership looks one certain way. If you ask and poll Cowboys fans who are leaders, they'll say Dak Prescott's a leader. Sean Lee was a leader. LVE's a leader, right? You'll say Jason Witten was a leader. Is that because they're comfortable? Never.
Okay, so you're saying he's not?
No,
saying Dak's not a leader?
I'm saying there's more ways to lead than just the particular way. I call him Leonardo.
I don't know if you came on the show later. I gave y'all that. I said that could be a modernized way he's trying to lead.
Yeah, there's
I said that could
be. Right.
That could be what it is. But at the same time, like this the only thing, and honestly, I don't think it's a defense for it. Everything y'all saying makes sense. Of course, they're going to compromise with star players, but all of that happens in-house. This dude is an insider. He's telling you inside stuff. If it's not public information, he's telling you this after he got done talking about it in the inside on an interview. This stuff could have been done in-house, sir. That's my only problem. He could have been talking to Mike Zimmer with this instead of everybody before you even talk to the man. This type of discussion, these type of compromises will happen, but they supposed to happen in the locker room. It's no denying that. Doing this in public, but before you even discuss it with the coach, that is not the way you do it, bro. That's not proper etiquette.
But hold on real quick. See, sometimes it's about messages that you got to get across, and you do use the media to get your message across, and Zimmer actually did the same thing.
Right.
So that's what he did when he went to those guys, and he literally told them that he needed DT. So sometimes you get people attention by going to the media and using the megaphone. You do that. Yeah, you do use that as a method of power sometimes. Yeah. And then my boy Antoine Fair said, you don't start a relationship saying we're going to have a compromising relationship before you go in on a date. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. When you a high value, don't. What you mean? What you mean? Depends on who got the leverage. If you're a superstar, yes, you do.
Think especially about this, with this if you high value enough, she gonna submit already. You ain't gotta discuss nothing. That's the point.
Well, sometimes
No. Well, you ain't gotta put no boundaries. She gonna understand who she dealing with. She like, oh, he like this. I'm finna have
that sounds good, and I feel you on that. But sometimes it's even better to let that person know where everybody clear where I'm coming from.
Right.
You feel me? It's just I'm letting you know up front. Don't play with my money. I'm here to make some plays. Don't be trying to do me like Amari got done. I'm letting y'all know right now I'm going to be a nuisance.
And if that's the way you feel, ain't no way I can give you to say that that's not operating in bad faith. I'm sorry. If that's your stance coming out the gate, there's no way you can tell me that's not operating in bad faith.
Landlord, I think you valid there because that is my biggest concern coming into this season.
I said this earlier. I said he's operating in bad faith.
I'm not just saying this, Micah. I'm saying this team because you have a bunch of coaches on one-year deals, a complete defensive coordinator staff, right, on one-year deals full of substitute teachers. So that's something we're going to definitely keep our eye on. You know,
so do you think he's undermining him because of that fact? That's even worse, though.
No, I don't think
Micah might be like, man, this dude a one-year dude, man.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying? That could be a problem.
I'll say I don't think Micah's doing it yet, but I think it's something to keep our eye on. I think it's something to keep our eye on.
Because if he had a 5-year deal, do you think he would have been operating like that still? It's possible. This is an honest question. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
No.
You think he would have came out the gate guns blazing like this? Because I feel like he got guns blazing.
It depends, right? It depends. But like I'm saying, you're wanting players to buy in on the staff that the organization's not even
bought in.
Y'all ain't even bought in. Y'all not even bought in. So I'm
but look though,
So
Zimmer is not. Ain't he a victim at this point though?
Yeah,
I mean, but that's what they hired him for.
Unfortunate victim,
bro.
They hired for. They wanted Dan Quinn back. Dan Quinn said, actually, let me
he's a victim, man.
Go to Washington.
He did sign the contract.
You're a victim of a bad front office.
He signed the contract, though, so he still got a little accountability in there, though.
Right. And then they thought they were going to get Joe Witt. Joe Witt bounced and said, God dang, we got cleaned out.
They was looking for a victim. That's what
who's dumb enough to come in here inside a 1-year deal? Yeah. Call him a good. And Stephen Jones said it. I called a good friend of mine. Stephen Jones said a good friend of mine that was out in the street, desperate, just wanting to get back in the league. They called him back in.
So check this out. This is how I see Zimmer, man. Like, front office been shooting at their superstars for the last 4 years. Gun wars, right? So you come in here as an innocent bystander. While now you saw, like, for instance, you saw front office shooting at Amari Cooper. Right. You saw them shooting at Dak. Now they shooting back. You saw Zach Martin in a dog fight with front office. So now it's Micah's turn, and he's shooting with the AK. So Zimmer come out, the innocent bystander, he gets shot in the crossfire.
Yeah, smoke.
He gets smoked. It's not his fault. He came in with good intentions,
right?
But the environment is already set to fight. Right. Especially when you already see that that's how you got to get your bag here. You feel me? It's the environment. It's not Zimmer's fault. He walked into craziness.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
They set him up. They really
thinking about it from Zimmer's standpoint.
It's
man
unfortunate.
Ain't did nothing.
It's unfortunate. And then, like, let me tell you how messed up it is, bro. What did Zach Martin say? He said that he wasn't at his best because he was holding out. Right? So look at who really lose, the fans and the player. So when you got the team, because they drag their feet, which they admitted they dragged their feet, right? And so now y'all having this standoff, and now from this standoff, your best player's not ready. Like, look at the injury history that happens. When did Dez get injured? Like, when did Zeke start having problems? When you got to be in Cowboy instead of being in training camp because you squabbling with front office.
Right.
Yeah, they shouldn't have built this environment. So like you said, it's not their fault, but it's still like I said, what's my most important thing? I always bring it back to the team, bro. The front office and the environment is terrible. We understand that. But we gonna be mad at the players and the team when we losing these games, though. And we gonna blame them.
And this is why I've been so adamant about it's not about Micah, y'all. It's not about Micah. It's Micah this year. It'll be somebody else next year that they're doing this to. But this zombie culture of eating our own is part of the culture of why we can't get over the hump, bro. Imagine we all play ball. 3-time All-Pro. You haven't had no gun charges, no bar fights and everything. Micah Parsons is treated worse than Sam Williams. Sam Williams been jumping off sides, you know what I'm saying, getting all sorts of stuff.
Wrecks and all kinds of
all sorts of stuff.
But look, this is what I'm saying. I understand the environment, because we keep funneling me back into that, because I ain't talking about that.
But I'm not
everywhere. It's
everywhere. You just focus on the interview and being more outspoken.
All I'm talking about.
You want him to be more humble. I'm just telling you that's never going to happen, bro.
Okay, no, I ain't saying nothing about being humble. I ain't saying nothing about being humble. I'm just saying that that's not a good first impression, the first way to go into a relationship. I feel like you was operating in bad faith. I do. But okay, let's get into the money part.
Okay.
I totally disagree with him talking and discussing CeeDee Lamb's contract on national TV or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So how you feel about that?
But you know what? Can we do this, bro? Because we already fought about that. Can we go to Trey Lance versus Dak? Matter of fact, the game over.
But I just want to know, like,
All right, go ahead and fight Tuck, man. You fight Tuck on the same points you fought me on.
It ain't gotta because y'all look how you got the setup. It's 2 against 1. Y'all up there, I'm down here. We just gotta do it like
that. Go ahead, fight Tuck.
Hey, I all my life I had to fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's no problem with me. This all I'm saying.
Don't forget about the super chat up there either, bro. Don't forget that super chat.
Can you make a way to make that PC and okay? Saying numbers and figures about another man's contract, that's okay with you?
Yeah, depends, right? Depends.
Man, nah. No, it's a yes or no.
He said,
then I let you elaborate.
That mean he got to explain
the reason.
And we got 2 super chats.
He didn't answer though. He didn't answer. He said it depends. Can I get a yes or no and then explain?
All right, so I'll say yes because my depend for Micah in this situation, I can say yes. And the reason why I'm saying yes in this situation, if you go to the podcast show that him and CD did, what was the very first topic that came out their mouth?
What, talking about the contracts?
The bag.
You gonna get that bag?
Yeah,
bro. I gotta get that bag. I gotta go get that bag. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to go get it too.
I don't think you want to use that.
CD, you trying to hold on. CD, you trying to be the highest paid? You trying to be the highest paid? Yeah, bro. I'm trying to be the highest paid. I gotta go get it. Okay, cool. So here we are.
That's true.
Justin Jefferson. He didn't say that.
Yes, he did too.
We can pull it up. We can. No, he didn't. He said one of the highest paid.
Okay.
Yeah, that context is very, very important. And now you just made a case for him to be the highest paid.
Yeah,
that is a problem. That is a problem.
Isn't that a good thing?
No, it's not. It's not because that ain't even his agent. That wasn't even his agent. Them tactic. Obviously, CD said one of the highest paid. Time out.
He making a case for his boy. You tripping?
Listen, sir. No, because that's his agent's job. Is Michael Parsons CD Lamb agent? No, he's not. Okay, now listen. Listen. No. Yeah, y'all shouldn't have brought that up. Nah,
you brought it up.
You gonna take he brought the interview up, and that's not what he said. You finna take this L.
So you don't think CD wants to be the highest paid?
No. You brought the interview up.
Okay.
CD Lamb said one of the highest paid.
Okay.
And he did not say the highest paid, which Michael Parsons made a case for him to be the highest paid. So now that is a clash. That's why you shouldn't discuss a man's money, Tuck. You are not his agent, sir. You are not his agent.
So you think CD Lamb is holding out right now from camp to be paid less than D. Smitty?
Man, listen. CD Lamb has an agent, Tuck.
No.
Does CD Lamb not have an agent?
Hold on, bro. Not just CD Lamb, not just Micah Parsons. Stephen Jones, who writes the contract, said we're all sitting back waiting to see what Jefferson's going to get. He said, you don't think Jefferson's agent and CD's agent isn't talking? We all know that was the market that was trying to be set. CD versus Jefferson. Is it new?
Okay, but where is he going to fall in that equation?
He's going to hire.
Time out. Some people look at Jefferson as the ceilings, Tuck.
No, he's not.
Some people look at him as the
ceiling. Is not the ceiling.
He's not the ceiling. CD Lamb will be the
ceiling. So you saying CD gonna take him over?
He should.
In how many categories?
I 1,000% guarantee you.
In how many categories?
It needs to be anything that says record breaking and
highest paid.
And it gotta be
categories. Y'all know. Y'all got enough wisdom.
I don't know
how this go.
Is it
gonna be signing bonus? Is it gonna be APY? What is it gonna be?
It could be any one of the three or all three.
I just know.
Time out. That is a mic drop right there. It's all three, right? It could be any
one of the three or all three.
Okay, pause right there. Micah said per year. You are discussing terms of a contract that you shouldn't be discussing, bro. It's no way y'all can make a case for that. You shouldn't be discussing that, bro. You should not.
A case for your teammate to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league.
Time out. This is the problem. If he said APY, right, he says 36 a year. What if CD Lamb was like, I'm just good with winning the signing bonus. Give me 32 a year. Now it look like CD got paid less.
So you think that Micah Parsons and CD Lamb don't talk?
I'm just telling you, bro. He's not his representation. There's no way you can debate that.
Wait, no, you got to point the talk. Of course they talk. He know what he's looking for. They talk, bro. He know what he's looking to get over there. That's the point right there. I didn't even think of that, bro.
Oh, that's anything. Hey, boys. I'll have it, bro. I'll let y'all have it. It's no way.
Oh, they not homies?
I'm not going for that. No. My homie shouldn't be discussing my contract. My agent should be.
So let's say, for instance, as content creators, right?
What do quarterbacks say?
There's some.
For a fact that ain't nobody finna discuss no contracts. Most players don't even discuss their own contract.
Okay.
And my part somebody else's. Man, y'all, I'm not going for that, bro.
Okay. So
you trying to help me get more money? Keep talking about it.
Right.
I'm not going for it, bro.
You trying to help me get more money?
Hey, landlord are going out down the hill against everybody. I don't care. I'm not going for that.
Hey, Micah. Justin Jefferson's got paid the highest contract in NFL history.
What's up, Law?
Do you think that CeeDee Lamb is worth that? I'm not going to discuss another man's business. I'm going to stay away from that. What are people going to imply with all these zombies? He didn't even back CeeDee Lamb. He doesn't even think that CeeDee Lamb should be the highest paid.
I ain't got nothing to do with them folks.
You do.
I ain't got nothing to do with them folks.
Yeah, you do.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
He literally had his teammates back.
Generally, can we not agree that shouldn't have been discussed by Micah Parsons?
I all the way disagree with you. It ain't even general. I 100% disagree with you.
Okay, this is all I'm gonna say. Whenever this happens again, you better stand on that.
If you try to help me get more money, keep talking.
We don't operate like that. Nobody operates like that. That is unconventional. No lie. That is unconventional for him to be speaking numbers. That's unconventional. Nobody operates like that.
You think when it's time to pay Micah?
Go find somebody else doing that. That's what I challenge y'all to do. Go find somebody else. Name a number. What?
That did it.
About somebody else?
Yes.
He said what number?
Yeah, no, he didn't say the number, but he was like, when he was rolling out, he was saying, "Pay my guy."
You're focusing on the number.
That's what I asked you to do.
I think Chuck got a point, man. I think that number likely came from him talking, man.
I'm telling you straight up, there's no way that is very unconventional and it's unacceptable. Nobody's discussing nobody's numbers, and I stand on that, bro. It is what it is.
It's the number, not talking about the contract.
Nobody's talking about
the principle of him
numbers,
trying to get more. It's the principle of him trying to get his boy more.
Bro, he could have said that in general. He could have said, I hope CD tops the market. I hope CD gets more money. He don't have to be talking about the numbers, bro. It's no way around that, man. I don't know how y'all accepting anything, but I don't operate like that. You can't be talking like that, bro. That is a no, bro. He should have never said no 36, no number, price when you're not his agent and you're not CD. Because you're not even CeeDee Lamb.
Because you're implying that Micah could have messed up the deal trying to get CD 36 when CD could be working for 30.
He could have been working for whatever he wanted.
That's the case. CeeDee Lamb is to hire Micah Parsons as his agent, bro.
Right.
No. Look, you only talking about downfall. Listen, I said, maybe CD would have said, okay, give me 34 and give me the best in the signing bonus. Okay, give me 34 and let me get the best in. You know what I'm saying? APY or whatever. It's different terms of a contract. It's not one way to be the highest paid. Bro. You know the agents just need one of those to say he the highest paid. He don't need all three. You see what I'm saying? Y'all talking about APY.
You also focusing on just one thing. You got to say the whole context of what he said. He did, like, you act like he said 36 and stopped.
Right.
He didn't stop talking. You focusing in on one thing. He said, yeah, if it was me, he would get 36, but it's not me, and I don't know the counter offers and all the details that go into the back and forth. Right. But CeeDee Lamb is getting ready to break the bank. So it's the whole context.
You focusing on. It would have been easy for him to just say, I hope CeeDee Lamb gets everything he deserves and top the market.
Generic as you said it, but I'm not finding no major fault in how he said it, because he basically said if it was me, which is okay for him to say, if it was me, I would be trying to get my guy more. But he also was saying, I don't know what's going on with the back and forth.
Right.
Say the whole thing that he said, bro.
Okay. There's more to it.
It's the whole context of what he said, not just the 36.
Y'all way more lenient than me. I'll tell you that. Go ahead.
If there's some new endorsement deal,
and that's sometimes the case. Like sometimes smart people can see things different, bro. Sometimes we just gotta accept that. That don't mean you right. That don't mean we wrong. That don't mean we right. That don't mean you wrong.
I got people in my chat saying I'm tripping. I got people saying I agree.
And I got people over saying you right. You feel me? I got people saying we right. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
But what I'm saying, landlord, to kind of go back to the whole thing, this is a small detail that got nothing to do with nothing, but we found it with Micah.
Yep.
You found it with Micah, bro. It's Micah.
So it's that's Micah. Not just answer me this and we can move on. Is that not unconventional, bro?
It's not,
I'm
bro.
tripping. For him to discuss somebody's numbers,
they talked about it on his show.
Numbers.
He talked about it on his show, bro.
Did they talk about it in general or did they talk about numbers?
Bro, he said you trying to get the Brinks chunk, you trying to be one of the highest pays. My bad, one of the highest pays.
Because that was important. You tried to sneak me right now.
It was the opening thing they talked about, bro.
But look,
talked about the contract.
You know the difference? He was with CD, bro. That's not the same.
Bro, I highly doubt CD, out of all things, is mad that his teammate trying to get him be the highest paid wide receiver in the football.
Okay, bro.
Try to get him to be highest paid, bro.
Hey, I love this stuff, bro. So it ain't no.
It's crazy,
I'm
bro.
just telling you straight up.
Like I said, the wedge is there, bro.
I still disagree. That's all I'm gonna say.
And that's okay, bro. Like, and it's okay to see it different. Because I'm gonna sum. All right, let me sum it up real quick, and then we go take these super chats. Check this out. I'm gonna sum it up perfectly, bro.
Parsons we talking about.
I'm gonna sum it up perfect, bro. What you saying, landlord, is on principle. Let me and mine handle that. All right. And on principle, don't say a specific number because then you could be playing with my leverage either higher or lower. I get exactly what you saying. So, and that's okay for you to think like that because it's a lot of people go think like that. It's also some people that's saying, I see what you're trying to do, bro. You was trying to give me more. You see what I'm saying? You know, and it's either way. Like, I can see the way you could be principally offended, but you could also say where you could see somebody thinking like us, like, right. I feel like you was trying to give me more. Like, this is kind of like small, though.
Y'all like, right. I see it from y'all way, and y'all say y'all see it from my way. But the only thing is, you got to think, what y'all saying is for the individual. I'm all about the team. You got to remember that. Y'all saying that's good for the individual. If CD get paid CD. Whatever he want, that's for CD. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
You landlord don't think that CD Lamb should get the highest paid contract in the football.
I say he probably deserve it, but if he want to give us a deal help the team,
no, ain't no problem. Remember how you did me? Yes or no? He deserves to be the highest paid wide receiver in football.
He probably deserved it. Probably because Justin Jefferson missed some games. I don't know.
Wait. I got to jump in on this, bro. I got to jump in on this because I got to set one thing straight because I did some extensive research on this. A lot of people get this way wrong. A lot of people look at this like it's about touchdowns, 3 touchdowns to how many all pros and all that. No, it ain't got really nothing to do with that. You know what them agents going in there and talking about?
Market.
The value that this dude do to your pockets as an owner. Mm-hmm. That's what they talking about. And when you look at it from that standpoint, CeeDee Lamb is worth way more than Jefferson.
He's worth
because I showed the highest paid agent, the best agent in the world. And what he talked about is how when he go talk and negotiate for them players, he even talk about the real estate value that increases for certain players. Mm-hmm. So you telling me an 88 for the Dallas Cowboys is on the same par as a Justin Jefferson when it comes to actual economics? No.
I said he should get more than Justin Jefferson.
That's what I'm saying. When you look at the economics, he should. But I know what you're saying. You're saying a specific number.
Because the only reason I said probably because Justin Jefferson missed some games and his numbers were still looking great.
It's not even just about the numbers and you going back to the numbers when it's also about the overall economic value of that player to that franchise and that owner.
Yeah, it do play
a part, but it's a way smaller part. That's why you'll see people like Kyler Murray getting way more right now than a Super Bowl a quarterback that got 3 Super Bowls. Mahomes.
Right. Okay,
right?
We can agree that. He was building on that. Okay, CD deserves the top market. Okay, what else you about to say?
No, because you were saying we were focused on the individual and you're focused on the team, so you felt like Micah might have inflated CD. And moving with the Dallas Cowboys could possibly get CD for lower. Where I'm saying that was never going to be the case.
Okay, I get that. But what if he did? That's still a possibility. What if CD was like, you know what? I see what type of, you know what I'm saying? It's still, it's unlikely, but it's still possible. What if CD was like, man,
CD could be wanting to be team friendly, but I'm not going to be mad at my guy for trying to give me more.
I'm not mad at CD for doing whatever you do. I'm just saying it still was a possibility.
If that is the case, right, and CeeDee Lamb doesn't want to be the highest paid, then CeeDee Lamb is selfish. He's not a leader because he's been missing camp and mandatory camp where he could have signed this deal weeks ago.
Man, hold on real quick. I got to take this, bro. This dude say, no, he does. The economics of the team have nothing to do with his pay compared to Jefferson. Man, I already did a whole video on that where I showed an agent and Boris is the best agent in the world.
Right.
I don't know where some of y'all come from where we actually do extensive research and show our work, and then y'all come over here and act like we just talking.
Newbies.
Like I literally just showed the agent himself saying out his mouth that it's not about just performance.
It's not.
It's about what that player. So you got to look at jersey sales. You got to look at how much publicity the team getting off this player. You got to look at all the exposure. You got to look at how your real estate goes up over the optimism of this player. Like real agents come in there and talk real economics. Because if it was just about who got the most touchdowns, who got the most yards, you could be an agent.
Right.
Can I ask you a question about the contract? Because y'all just said, okay, CD deserves top of the market. But let me ask you this. What if Micah Parsons would have did the same thing with Trayvon Diggs? Did Trayvon deserve the top of the market?
He did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. But what he end up doing, boss?
He was team friendly. Mm-hmm. And I'm still not mad at my boy trying to give me more. What we talking about?
I'm telling you. I'm just saying that's a perfect example.
Yeah, you saying that him talking could have hurt the Joneses.
You just talked about how much CD Lamb deserves.
Bro, but I don't get what's the problem with my teammate trying to get me more money.
I don't get it either.
Because you saying me and my, I'm talking about team. You said me and my money. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys. What Trayvon did was good for the team, bro. It was for the team. It was good for the team.
Well, I put it like this. I say this. It's still for the no. Let me say this. If it's for the team, I want my teammate having my back. If it's for the team.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So,
but you know what you just did right there? You just cherry pick what I said. I said if it's for the team, I want my teammate having my back. And you focused on my word, when I had a whole context, bro.
I get it.
What I'm saying is I want the guy that I got to play with and play for having my back, not them Joneses back. So he still made the right decision. Because then he got to play with me. He got to go to war with me. Them Joneses is sitting in the booth.
Okay, time out.
That's like saying he don't deserve it back. He should be franchise tagged.
So Trayvon Diggs did nothing. He's stupid. Trayvon crazy.
What do you mean?
Y'all don't appreciate what he did? Y'all saying, oh, Trayvon just stupid. He should have never did that.
I've been saying Trey made it hot. I've been saying that. I've been saying that for the last 3 months. That's the whole reason why them Joneses is making all these dudes wait to August, because this dude he did a trick move. So like for real, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Because that hard the Joneses to thinking this stupid stuff working, making all these balls wait to August. Why do you think they making them wait to August? Because they got over on trade.
Right. So, Landon, let me ask you this: when Trey was team friendly, when those resources go to? It didn't go to Dak.
Sure didn't. It didn't go to no free agents.
But we had more. We had more. I tell you that we had more.
CD.
It didn't go to nobody.
Micah, where those resources go?
Man,
we don't even go.
We just painted a picture, and I just told you had the same scenario. I painted the same scenario.
Because you also make an assumption like helping them save money, helping the team when they don't even spend the money.
I'm already 2 against 1. Yeah, every time I talk, you're gonna jump in. Okay.
Go ahead,
I painted the same scenario y'all did when it went to another way. And if Michael would have interfered, it's no way of debating this. It could have went differently. And that ended up working out better for the team. That's all I'm saying. It's no way to debate that. It's no way to debate that. Because it went the same scenario.
It can't debate it without hearing the response. You got to hear the response before you say it's no way. Because you're dealing with 2 small people. You can't just say it ain't no way to debate it without us being able to respond
to it. If I painted the same exact scenario with a different outcome, it's the same thing. What's different? What's different about it? A player at the top of the market that didn't get top of the market without any outside influence. What's different? What are different variables at in this equation, in this experiment? What is it?
Because what you're implying is that CeeDee Lamb had, let's say, $30,000. Like he's going to be $30 million, right? And then all of a sudden, he heard the Micah interview and said, you know what? Actually, I think I changed my mind. I do want to be the highest paid. So that's what you're implying, right? That could have possibly been happened with Micah's interview.
We don't know you shouldn't be influencing the man money, bro. You don't know what's going on.
So Micah has that much power. He can just change CD's mind to now all of a sudden want to be the highest. I'm not talking
about changing his mind, Talk. When you talk, listen, the overall, the perspective would be if he don't get 36, don't you think if Micah said he deserved it, it would look like Micah saying, oh, he didn't get as much as he deserved then?
No, if CD doesn't get 36, he's going to look like he undervalued himself because of where the market currently stands. If you have a PS5 that you bought for $200, I have one I bought for $200. I put it on eBay for $800 and it sells, and then you sell yours for $300. You sold yours under market. You should have priced yours above mine at the same price point.
I 100% understand
that's what
the market.
I'm saying. So the market,
but the market doesn't always dictate what the deal would be.
It's going to with CD because Trayvon.
He also said CD worth $3 players.
We obviously just seen that it didn't with Trey. Like
Trey wasn't holding out for a particular reason, bro. He didn't hold out last year.
He sure didn't.
He didn't hold out. He was there every day.
Every day.
He was content. CeeDee Lamb has drawn a line in the sand that I want my money. The Brinks truck. I want to be the highest paid wide receiver. I'm going to sit there and wait till
he didn't even say that.
But it's going to be the case, bro.
What
else would he be holding out waiting for? Just the mispractice.
He actually did say he had a very specific quote. He said, I want to be one of the highest paid, if not the. That's his exact words he said on Micah Parsons.
One of the, if not.
Bro,
so he basically said, he basically said he opened to be the top paid or maybe right there with it. That's what he said.
That's my whole point. That's the whole top. That's the whole premise of this discussion. He don't have to be the top. And he didn't say that. That's the whole premise of the discussion.
So basically you say you ride with front office, bro.
This way. Put 100 down. I'll put 100 down right now. CeeDee Lamb will be the highest paid wide receiver in football.
I say that too.
I don't have to bet.
I'll take that bet.
I don't have to bet. I don't have to bet because I'm not talking about. I don't know what y'all got going on.
No, because
I don't know what y'all got going on.
The market, bro. CeeDee Lamb is sitting back waiting for the market to set.
I just gave you an example where the market didn't dictate the price. You keep yelling market like we don't understand market. I just showed you that the market don't always dictate the price, bro.
The actions. Okay, this is the difference. This is the major difference, bro. When you play tough, you get your back. Hold on, no. Listen, bro. Okay, all right. Listen, he got his mind made up, so let's cook. I'm not gonna convince him. I'm not gonna try to convince him, bro. I'm not. When you got your mind made up, I'm done.
I done tried. Look, do you not see the situation?
What does that mean?
No, we see the situation.
Y'all jumping in every time I say something.
No, man, we want everybody let you finish, bro.
How can you say when I say we're not gonna agree? I done gave you my point. You gave me your point. Y'all did it both.
And I said, cool, we don't agree.
I said, okay, I don't agree with it, bro.
Okay, I'm just asking a question. What did Jerry Jones mean and Stephen Jones mean when the leaves have to fall? They're sitting waiting on the leaves to fall. What was that analogy?
I just told you. You just said that earlier. I said it could mean that Justin Jefferson is the ceiling. That's possible. Is that not possible? I know you don't agree with it, but is that not possible?
Got you.
No,
I got you.
Can you answer my question? Because that's not true. That's dishonest. Could that not be possible?
It could
be Justin Jefferson was the ceiling. Is that not possible?
Right.
Not from CD's standpoint. No, not his agent. No. I'm talking about from the business side of the agent.
Is Justin Jefferson not regarded as the best receiver?
All right, now you talked about letting you finish, bro.
Go ahead.
So this the deal. So yes, from the agent standpoint, no, it's not possible because the agent ain't gonna sit up there and just let that man say, yeah, I'm gonna take less. Because y'all got to look at it from what's really going on. The agents is the one negotiating these deals, and the agents is not gonna have no franchise high value player like CeeDee Lamb, and then try to recruit and try to recruit new players by saying I came in of the Jefferson.
Right?
No, trying to recruit new blood. The way that you recruit new blood is you got to show that you set the market. Right. As the agent, so it don't even got nothing to do with CeeDee Lamb. It's about
go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. No, so that's what I'm saying. Like, no, like from the agent standpoint, he ain't looking at it like a floor. He looked out. We got us a new ceiling. Jefferson just got paid. the player that I represent brings y'all way more money than that player brings that franchise. So therefore, y'all need to set the market so I can move on to my next client.
All I asked you was that a possibility? You said no.
Yeah. It's
from the agent standpoint, no.
Boss. It's not true. That is
from the agent standpoint. You telling me, like you telling, because I studied man, I've been studying this for the last 6 years, bro. I done showed more than anybody,
I
bro.
hate to tell y'all, bro. That's the truth. Bro.
See, you didn't let me finish. No, yeah, you saying it's a possibility. I'm saying you just saying generally. I'm saying from the agent standpoint.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
From the agent standpoint, he ain't gonna want to surrender to that, and I know that. The agent ain't gonna want to surrender at all, so it depends on who you're talking about.
Disagree with it, but all I asked you, boss, was that or not a possibility? You said no. It was
from the agent standpoint, because I'm saying from the agent standpoint, he is not gonna take that. No smart agent is gonna take that. Okay. Period. Now, if you just saying is it a possibility in general, yes. But I'm saying from the agent, and that's why I answered the question specifically. And I said specifically from the agent standpoint, no, it's not a possibility. If it's just a general possibility, yes.
So, okay, now no agent goes below the market. That don't happen.
Now with a player like CD, no.
A player like CD that's holding out. Give me an example. A player that held out and didn't reset the market.
On CD level.
I don't have every player in my head right now. I don't know.
I mean, you got 100 years. You got 100 years of any player, you should be able to at least get one.
I'm saying I don't have them in front of me. I don't remember. I don't know. I have to go look. I have to go look.
A premier player that was up for top dollar that held out, missed camp, possibly missing training camp, and came in top 6 when the contract was signed. Now, is it a minor? Is it ego? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But it don't happen.
It don't happen.
You think Tua right now is one to take just top 7 money right now?
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Now it might be for a second, it might be for a day. You come out, you reset the market, highest pay, and then someone else leaps that, bro.
Happens all the time. And then somebody says Zach Moore. Now Zach Moore, when he got his first contract, was the highest paid guard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
And the way that the Cowboys usually make you the highest paid is they put an extra year on you. It's more than one way to make you the highest paid.
That's what I'm telling you. And the whole argument y'all making about highest paid, it didn't have to be in that one category though. So it's really a mute point. I'm not talking. You could be highest paid with the sign-up bonus. You can. That's why I'm telling you he didn't have to mention one category. He didn't have to mention one number. He could have still been the highest paid. So this whole argument that we doing right now, it don't really even matter.
He should have said, I gotta get 36 APY, man. We're gonna get the guaranteed around 119.
You see what I'm saying?
He said it all. He should have said it all.
We're gonna probably do a 4 or 5 year deal.
We making this big debate about
crazy,
resetting the market. Man. All he had to do is reset the market in one category. That's all he need. And he would, and that agent would have got the same.
I'm gonna sum it up like this.
That agent would have got the same hot headline if he would have beat that in one category.
Well,
he would have got the same headline.
Here's what I'll say. The Cowboys better move quickly before Jamar Chase comes above Justin Jefferson and resets the market. I'll say that, and that'll be my end.
So the Cowboys are moving quickly to come on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The longer they wait, the higher the price value is going to go. That's what I'm saying. If Jamar Chase circled back around, the market's going to go higher. Everything's going to go above what Justin Jefferson got. Thank you. They work together. Even the quarterbacks say, I can't take a friendly deal because that messes up the market for everybody else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they keep the market high. So then here comes Jamar Chase. Well, then Tyreek Hill says, I want to redo my contract. Bam.
We still talking about the market, but it just take one category. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying. In a lot of agents, they're not trying to do these. CD's not going to do no 6-year deal, no 5-year deal. He's not doing no long, lengthy deal like
these
that.
These new deals are 3 and 4 now.
All he got to do is win in the signing bonus. Highest paid contract ever. That'll be the same headline. You know how we go.
They wouldn't do that for that, not the signing bonus.
I don't know.
You know, I ain't never seen it in my life. It got to be an actual figure that totals to something. So
it could
I ain't
be
never
the
seen
contract then. They
Yeah,
can do
and-
they can do whatever they want to do and
if-
get the same.
If they did the total contract, it would likely be by duration. And if they do it by total contract with the same duration as 4 or 3, it's gonna also be by APY too.
Well, let's pivot back to the Micah interview. Give us some positives of what Micah said in the interview, if y'all got any.
Oh man, shoot.
Landlord. I just want to check his temperature.
You asking me?
Yeah, what's some positives you got out the interview?
I mean, he said, hey, he's gonna be in shape. He's gonna be all of that. So hey, I don't know, man. I'm y'all got me up in arms now. I'm on some other shit.
That boy got check his temperature, man.
That sounds like a zombie bite, bro. That sounds like a zombie bite, bro.
And you just said, "Oh, you judging me, bro?" And you call me a zombie? Oh man!
I told y'all, I almost got zombie bit, bro.
Bro.
Don't get offended because I already told y'all I almost got zombie bit, bro.
It's cool, bro.
I'm just saying when you get bit,
if I said it about me, you think I'm used to you, bro?
Time out, bro. This is what I'm saying. We just did all this for an hour and the end result is still a zombie. That's crazy.
It could be.
That's crazy,
bro.
I told you I almost got bit by the zombie, bro. I
never let nobody sway me for
nothing.
Zombie,
bro.
Everybody do, bro.
When everybody no. When everybody loved Mike, I had problems with him. You better go check my record. I swear you can check my
content. We got to keep it real. That every now and then we all listen, bro. We all get swayed sometimes, bro. We do, bro. Everybody get bit, bro. Everybody.
That's big game, James. I got bit by the Kyrie.
Yeah, we all get bit, bro.
Tricked, but I'm telling you, I'm not finna just
that's
be
the same thing.
I'm not finna be following somebody.
But
I'm not doing
sometimes it's not that you following like being a weak person. Sometimes you just was influenced and then you had to catch back up. You still got bit by the zombie.
Like that's it's a difference. Like you can.
So we're not saying you a dummy. Like I listen. So when I put it like this, when I was banging, and I wasn't really banging, I was coming at Micah for righteous causes, right? So, like bigging up Ant-Man in Dallas. I was like, that's a bad move, bro. This Dallas, you don't do that, right? So I was kind of focused in on that. Then I started seeing that we was in a very toxic environment, right? So in that standpoint, I flipped. You feel me? Because I wasn't technically bit by the zombie, but what I was doing is I was on the wrong side. I was talking like the KKK in my analogy. You see what I'm saying? To where I was accidentally fueling the crowd. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, that's not the move right now when there's a whole lot of people out here doing nefarious work. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by zombie, bro. You see what I'm saying? I
understand that, but at the same time, you just can't overlook anything somebody do. I don't care what your environment is. You still can't overlook anything do.
Tug didn't overlook. I didn't overlook. You never heard me say I overlook. I just choose to, like some of these battles, especially when we talking about you said 36, or if you talking about, Zimmer, what you said about Zimmer could sound like that you not ready to get in line. When I'm looking at DeMarcus Ware saying something and bullied, like it's certain things that I'm not finna battle right now. Especially, I'm not finna battle OTAs. I'm not finna battle any of that.
It's just irrelevant stuff that we battling right now.
Yeah, it's like
I'm low key falling off Micah. He has said nothing or done nothing good this offseason. He's bit, bro. Micah has done nothing good this offseason.
Because this is the stuff that he said is not irrelevant and it's tangible.
Relevant, bro.
Yeah, it's relevant, but it's like it's one of them things to where I say like, but is it something we gotta talk about when it's a whole bunch of people out there that's bit?
Say nothing about Micah until he get a contract.
I ain't say that. I just said it's you. What I'm saying is I gotta weigh it. Like if it's something that look like, well, is it serious enough for me to actually throw more coals on this zombie apocalypse? If I say no, I ain't gonna talk about it. If it's something that I'd be like, all right, bro.
If he goes out there and get a DUI, okay, let's talk.
But if we talking about like that he misspoke and he
talking about his shoes, bro.
Yeah, and we said I'm not. Yeah, and it's
you can't say that.
Put it like this. I can still on principle.
Say that to me.
I still on principle didn't like you calling Ant-Man a dog. But when I look at what's going on around him, I'm not finna say nothing about it because there's too many zombies out here, bruh.
But time out. At the same time, did you disagree with how he handled it?
Of course.
That's what I'm doing. That's
and
all
I
I'm doing.
and I know,
I'm
and
just disagreeing with
I
what
said I
he's saying.
disagree with it, but I'm not finna put no energy on it. That's all I'm saying. I can and I look at the weight of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him sending a tweet about Ant-Man being a dog. It's like, okay, that can be agitating. That can be something that I want him to be more mature on, but I don't have to talk about that, especially in an apocalypse. When it's and I'm looking at all these people moving very nefarious. I choose not to deal with that.
That's you gauging what you feel like you gotta talk about.
And I am talking about me. I'm talking about me.
But other people gonna have different ways they want to weigh
if
that
you
out.
choose to do that, then you can do that. But I'm telling you my reasons. I'm telling you my reasons on why I don't, and I've chosen not to. And I'm not gonna do it during contract season when I'm watching the same people that got affected on Dak, affected on Zeke, and it's a whole lot of people that got affected on Mari, and it's an apocalypse, and it's an overwhelming apocalypse against Micah on something that's very hypocritical. Like when I look around and I see all these people missing OTAs, and he's specifically saying why he missed OTAs, he ain't around there playing with his thumbs. He working.
I ain't got nothing to do with OTA, man.
But that's what everybody talking about. No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the zombies. I'm talking about the people that go in your chat that say trade him because they and then they listen to the Brian Brothers talk about. I don't think he, I think he tunes out. He goes to the running back room, and I'm like, bro, huh?
Can I be fair about that though? Like we don't know what Brian Brothers know. But we gotta decipher because sometimes we believe Brian Brothers, sometimes we don't.
I don't believe Brian Brothers on that. And I was
talking about on anything.
On some things, it gotta make sense. That don't make sense.
That's like my point. I'm saying you gotta be able to decipher what
if it doesn't match 5 years of my experience, I've been in the cornerback and safety room for 5 years straight. There was never anybody that we allowed to walk in our room while we was preparing.
Because
ever.
Because Boss was mentioning earlier, Landlord, and this is what he's trying to say, right? When he's talking about, feed the zombies. If I tuned in, like I said, hardcore worker, 50 hours a day, I ain't got time, right? 50 hours a week, right? I tuned in to Jeff. I see that Micah doesn't watch film, blase, whatever. Okay, cool, buying that.
I ain't even going for none of that.
Hold on. I'm saying that. I'm saying I watched that. Then shoot, man, I'm trying to listen to Brian Bryce. Let me tune to Landlord. Now Landlord's bombing on Micah over the interviews, talking because he tried to get CeeDee Lamb some more money. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then I go on Twitter. Now Clarence, bro, you already
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So if Clarence takes a little nugget from Micah and gets a little piece, then Brian takes one, carves off a little piece. Then Boss is over here. He's carving off about his shoes and Ant-Man. Then I come over here to Landlord. He's carving off about the 36 mil. And then I go over here to so-and-so, and they carving off because he had lack of emotions with Tyler Guyton. You just going to feast on the blood, bro.
Yeah, zombies.
I get it.
So that's what we saying, bro.
That's all.
You carve it, and maybe you just take.
And look, we just came to
y'all can't do this, bro. Look at this. Zeke goes into other rooms. Oh my god.
Look.
See, hold on, real quick, just real quick, bro. Just real quick. You see how y'all do, bro? See, y'all. You gotta be honest, bro. Don't get bit, bro. Don't let them dudes infect you, bro. Don't let them turn you to a zombie, bro. What room specifically does Zeke go in, and why? See? Come on now, let's be honest. What room does he go in, bro? He goes into the offensive line room so that he can understand blocking schemes to be a better running back, bro. See, y'all be doing that, bro. Like, come on, bro.
It's out of our control, bro.
It's a true apocalypse right now, bro. It is. And I don't want to feed that type stuff, bro.
I can't. All I said, we just came to an agreement that it's a toxic environment going around, Micah. Yes. I disagree with some things that Mike. Hold on, time out.
That's a quick question for that.
Why do you think that is, done. I'm finna be done. It's a toxic environment around Micah, true enough.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, at the same time, I still can disagree with some shit he did, bro. That's
and
all
we
I'm
all
saying.
do. I just choose not to deal with it.
That's all I've been saying, bro.
Yeah, he ain't perfect.
He's not perfect. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's doing stuff that can be agitating, but it's just I'm not gonna deal with it. I put it like this. This is the perfect example I said the other day. Landlord, me and you, we boys, right?
Yeah.
Let's say me and you was outside drinking some of that good old yak that we bought when you was in Dallas, right?
Oh yeah.
And that drink get us going. Our tempers get to going. We get to boxing, and we literally bleed, right? So then the police show up. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna be like, man, I fell and bumped my head and I tripped up. You know,
That's what I'm saying. That like, okay, so I'm pissed at Micah, so I box him, but then I come up and I say, hold on, that's the police. They don't mean well. You know what I mean? I'm boxing them for righteous.
Hey,
yeah, here come David Moore. Hey. Yeah, here come these dudes talking about.
Hold on. Put that down. Here comes Brian Broads real quick, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah. So now I'm gonna say, Mike, come inside the house. Come inside the house, bro. Come inside the house. Go on, get inside, bro. And then all of a sudden, hey, what y'all been doing? I ain't know. We just, we were just goofing around. What's that blood on your mouth? Nah, I was just brushing my teeth. And I closed the door on the police. That's what I'm saying, bro. You feel me? It's not that we wasn't boxing. It's just that when I saw the police coming, I said, hold on. I'm not gonna get it to where my boy go to jail. You feel me? It's higher stakes on the line now to where I'm not gonna let this legitimate fight that we was having get him locked up. You see what I'm saying? So it's a righteousness with me shutting up. It's not a righteousness of not holding them accountable. It's a righteousness of I see other dudes that's out here to do real dirt. And that's why Tuck was showing. He said that leadership stuff last year, and it was a totally different outrage.
See, now look,
hold on, 1 second. Go ahead. So, Lord forbid, if Boss Cowboy was to redo the loafing video that he did with Micah Parsons in the playoff game right now, it would break. It would break.
Yeah, it would be big.
It would break. Back then, nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? No. Like, it was what it is. Tank shouldn't have said we tired. Boss did it on the live show, marked up the good plays, the bad plays. It is what it is. If you redrop that video tomorrow,
right now, it's gonna do numbers.
God, it would go crazy.
Yeah, it would do numbers.
See, now look, that's true. That's all I'm saying. It's just the point, like you said.
I might drop it.
That's gonna go viral. But nah, we don't want to do that. But look, that's what I'm saying. It's like I get what y'all saying. It's not me being malicious, and you gotta think about this.
I know you righteous.
I was disagreeing with Micah before all of this, so
yeah,
it's like,
but for righteous reasons.
But now they snatching me into it. Landlord with it too. Landlord been standing alone already. Listen, when everybody was like, "Yay, Micah!"
But Landlord feeding the zombies though. You got to be honest about that too. You feeding the zombies, bro.
I mean, if they gonna pull me in it, I ain't trying to.
I know you're not, but you still feeding them.
You gonna get pulled in it.
Your honesty. See, people gonna take your honesty and they gonna say, "Yep, trade him. I can't stand it."
That ain't what
that's a zombie, bro.
I get it.
You talking to a big animal. You talking to a brainless zombie, bro. And they taking your righteousness and they turning it into my
time out, because I got a low blow for both of y'all, because I'm finna pull from a personal conversation.
They gonna use
what did I say about the sex? That let you know I was already on some Micah type.
Yeah,
what? Nah. Look, that was before. Was anybody talking bad about Micah back then? I had heart and spirit conversation with both of y'all.
Same thing,
look,
it's the righteousness, bro. You mean righteous?
I just want you to know that I was pure before this. I'm not influenced by this way.
Now. You pure. Talk pure.
I just want Tuck to know too, because he was there. You was on the phone. You remember? I was already disagreeing. I was already on my side with Micah. Now it's cool, and they just like snatch Landlord in there too. I ain't with y'all.
Landlord. I gotta ask you a question. Are you feeding the zombies or not?
I mean, if I disagree with them and they take it, it will be fed.
You feeding the zombies, bro.
So we just can't disagree with Micah right now?
I ain't just say disagree, but you gotta weigh what you talking about. See, I'm gonna put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the things I think we should focus on right now. Play.
Can we just get to that?
Shoes? No. Ant-Man? No. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did he say 36 trying to help his teammate? No. Don't focus on it. In my opinion, just see it and don't see it. In my opinion, because it's just too many people infected, bro. And it's people that's getting infected. Like, it's people that's getting bit. Because, see, while you saying things out of righteousness, is other people out here saying he don't learn good. He going in the running back rooms. And it's like, huh?
Yeah, I don't support none of that.
Right.
But see,
I ain't even repeated none of that.
No, wait. But say it just like how Tuck said. You saying what you saying out of righteousness. Then you go over to this channel and they saying he don't think well. Then you go over there and you read the Dallas Morning News and they saying this dude is not a leader because he's not OTAs. Then you go check Twitter. You see Clarence Hill saying that Mike McCarthy said like he was mad because Michael Parsons wasn't there, and that's just totally not true. And you add up all of these, like he said, all of these different nuggets.
You get lumped in that equation.
Yeah, you'll be lumped into that equation and you feeding the zombies, bro.
You want to be or not.
And you weren't trying to. You were speaking out of righteousness, just like I was on Ant-Man. But then it's like, wait. My Ant-Man is actually a couple of extra coals while they throwing lighter fluid on this fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool. You're not gonna use my coals, so I'm not gonna give you no coals.
Right.
You gonna have to use your own lighter fluid right now. You ain't gonna use my coals with Ant-Man. I ain't gonna let you do it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
it's
all I'm doing is what I've been
Hold
doing.
on, Oscar's my dog. Oscar, you my boy for life, bro. You already know that, but this not true. He said if Micah wasn't putting himself out there, it wouldn't be nothing that. And now he put himself out there last year. Chuck already showed it. Yeah. He showed in 2022. He said the exact same thing that he want to be a leader. It's just this year they just using it to try to make him sound like he being selfish.
He's doing everything he did last
year. Literally everything, bro. Let me show the article. I got it right here,
just
bro.
To be fair, I was having a problem with that too.
So okay, that's cool.
I've been on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I'm not getting influenced by this new trend. This has been me the whole time.
Let's simplify. Let's make it semi-political. If I say right now, man, I don't know, bro, I'm not voting for Biden this November. What do you think that's going to imply?
You voting for Trump?
Yeah. And all those Tuck with no, that's not what you know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand sometimes they're gonna lump you in this, and what they gonna do, landlord, they gonna make you the face of it.
Hold on. He said Micah came in being selfish when? Tell me exactly when. What did he do selfish? See, we need to know specifics just to make sure you're not infected.
Yeah, we gotta check him. Check his temperature, bro.
We see, we got what was selfish? Because see, I remember last year everybody was praising him for going to get with that tackle. Right. I remember that. I remember people praising him for going down to Austin. He's Andrew Whitworth. He's such a leader. He really want to do so well. See, all this was just last year. So what was selfish? See, everybody was praising him when he was telling LV. LV was telling them, "You can't make every play," and then people was like, "Why can't he?" Because y'all liked him then when he first came in. See, now I'm telling you, man, it's an infection, man. There's some zombies out here, man, and it's happening because people are getting infected with all the massive negativity that's going on right now. That's not even factual, and that's why I said, bro, I almost got bit by the zombie myself. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, my boy Tuck gave me the vaccine, dog. Like, listen,
I called it. My phone was radiating with boss. Man, I said, "Oh hell no!"
Called me, bro, and we got to talking, bro. This is the difference, though. I was wide open, bro. I was listening. See, I'm not like some of y'all where y'all close your ears because now you already stuck into the zombie apocalypse. Now I really listened to my boy Case, and he laid it out, case by case by case, and I was over here like, I can't deny this. These are facts. I can't deny that these OTAs is being used against him, and this is hypocritical because I see the facts. I see the evidence. It's the evidence of what he said last year with the fact that he said he was a leader and wasn't used against him, but now it's a raging fire this year. I see the evidence of what's going on around the league. I talked to an All-Pro yesterday on my channel.
They don't.
I talked to a freaking All-Pro. Yeah, it's an apocalypse right now, Tuck. We still trying to burn these zombies out of our people.
Save them, bro. I gotta move up to the hilltop, bro.
I'm going to the hill, bro.
I think what the difference is between us
is talk too much.
Both of them are true, but it's just separate. Like all of that stuff you said is separate. It's true, but it ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about something else.
Hold on, landlord.
That's all it is. It's
listen. See, bro, Willie, you sound big, bro. I'm being honest, bro. You said Micah came in being selfish. I asked you, give me an example, and this is your response. Not buying it, boss. Mike is all about. I asked you for an example, and I ain't getting nothing. That's zombie behavior, bro. Cause see, we need evidence for what you're saying, bro. Cause that means that you are going off what you heard somewhere. Cause you have no evidence, bro. I asked you for the evidence of the selfishness. I don't care that Jesse Holly said he's the most selfish. I still need the evidence now. Because at this point, I got trust issues with everybody, bro. I don't care about that, especially when I'm seeing a whole bunch of contradictions. And then I'm hearing about all his selfishness, but I'm also seeing the actions of him taking his teammates to Cabo. I'm also seeing Amari Cooper who ain't even on his team that still go hoop with him, and when he come in town, he kick it with him. I'm seeing Ferguson over here, an offensive player kicking it with Micah Parsons, talking about his kids. So I'm not really even seeing this evidence of selfishness because I also played football. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't mess with offense. I was defensive player. So I hardly ever mess with offense, but I see tight ends messing with the defensive player. I see people that's not even on this team messing with the defensive player. Where is the evidence of selfishness? Where is it?
Zero. You have seen zero. Because remember, the first narrative was Micah's never around his teammates. He's a loner. And I did a video way back then and carved that up and showed him with Mozzie, showed him boxing with Mozzie, showed him teaching the young generation, showed him having comments about him and Damone Clark having bowling nights together. Damone's his little brother. Showed him with Brillo. So we've proved mountains of evidence. Mountains. Boss, we went back to 2006 to get some Marcus Ware stuff, bro. Can't say everybody can't tell where to
go. Man, gotta go to the mountains, bro. Let's go to the mountains, bro. Gotta go to the mountains, bro. The zombies, bro. Like, listen, don't let them bite you, bro. And listen, we saying this for you. We not saying this to diss you. We saying this because what we're saying is people are actively trying to play you against your best players. Just think about it. Look who on this team is the most hated to this day. People still hate to this day our best. They hate Dak. They hate Zeke, they hate Amari, and now they hate Micah. You don't think that's propaganda? Those are literally our best.
It sounds crazy.
Now check this out. Now check this. Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy. See, you got to stop and say, yeah, that's crazy. It is. Now check this out. This is some truth to it. Micah talk too much. That's okay though. But see, you can talk too much, but then at the same time, because you talk too much, don't make it right for people to put all these accusations on you that don't apply. See, that's something that ain't, you know what I'm saying? And see, what we trying to do is say, slow down, really look at the evidence. That's the reason I'm not a zombie right now. Because when Tuck came to me with True Serm,
look at the comments, bro. Look at kid.
Yeah. Let me show this, bro. You're right. Hold on real quick. The zombie, bro. It got him, bro. It's the zombie.
Hey, listen, bro. We can't save him, bro.
And this is the truth, but I'm being very humble to say this, bro. Listen, I could be over here acting like I always got the answers. I'm always smart and all this kind of stuff. I had to humble myself, bro. I had to listen. I even got a call from a guy who was telling me the background of what was going on with Micah off the record. I had to listen. When he told me, man, this is a long thing that he's doing. I'm in with the family. I know what's going on. He is doing this for his bread.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Zombies, bro. The zombies coming, bro. So I had to open myself up and listen, bro. I wasn't just stuck in my opinion that Micah is trying to be selfish. I had to listen. So then I had to listen to Tuck. And then I looked at the evidence that Tuck was. And see, I don't kiss Tuck. I never do. When I disagree with Tuck, I tell him straight up. How many times did I say, nah, Tuck?
Right.
Nah, Tuck. Like, I'm talking about us talking on the phone like, no, Micah didn't do that right.
That's when I had to get the work to provide the evidence.
Yeah, and so then as we going back and forth, it's like, And then I said myself, oh, I'm part of the problem. Didn't I? said I'm adding coals to a raging inferno. Because I wasn't looking around. And then once he started showing me what was going on Twitter, and I'm over here looking at all these police and ops, zombies, man, the zombies took.
I'm just saying. I still don't think y'all see what I'm saying. Like,
no, we do, bro.
Be true, bro. I mean, all that's happening, but at the same time, Micah be wilding sometimes. Is that not true?
See, y'all put words. We already said that, bro.
That's all we doing. That's all we talking about.
Is he the only one?
Willie T, you put words in my mouth. You said because you disagree with all these things, Micah. See, did I say I already said I disagree with the Ant-Man, bro. See, that's the problem. Y'all zombies. Y'all not listening. I already said I didn't agree with the Ant-Man, bro. I already said he talked too much, bro.
Is he the only one landlord that be wilding?
Like,
why isn't CeeDee Lamb hated like Micah is right now?
Because CeeDee Lamb don't be saying what Micah do,
but
CeeDee
Lamb has
CeeDee
showed.
don't be doing what Micah do, bro.
No. I know.
CeeDee don't even. CeeDee talking.
Bro, don't do that. Don't. I know the wide receiver brother. Who did Mike McCarthy have to talk to in the first quarter of the playoff game because they came off pouting?
We talking about in game. We talking about all the stuff that CeeDee say. I'm saying we talking about interviews and stuff, right?
Yeah. So what's worse? Pouting and showing poor emotion that you got to be pulled off the field and talked to you by your coach in the first quarter, or are you standing off 10 yards away from the entire team during the game because y'all losing and pouting, or are you not showing up the voluntary? Like,
we just talked about Micah loafing and not doing what he said. He do the same thing. That's why we're not even talking about play at this point. We were talking about something else.
They're doing the same thing, but not getting the same criticism.
Because CeeDee ain't out here ringing the alarm every day saying crazy wild stuff. That's not what CeeDee doing, bro. He's not.
So
find me the controversial interview from CeeDee Lamb.
Dribble mentality, bro.
Huh?
So what this is about
what you say?
is that basically Micah talks.
Fans have to shut up and dribble because Micah talks too much. That's the real
problem.
Yeah, he has his own platform. He has his own.
Bro, you can talk, but it's about what you say. What you say matters too.
Yeah,
I love Brock Hoffman.
I mean, that's true.
I love Brock Hoffman podcast. He talk about the Cowboys.
It's true.
He highlight his players. He doing an excellent job. He ain't got nothing to do with what he doing.
Like when you write, you write, landlord. When you write, you write. And I always said this. I always said Micah was walking around gasoline playing with matches. And the things that you say will be used against you, even if it's false.
Right.
So this is the deal. It's false that it was an issue for him to miss OTAs, but it's still used against him, bro.
Yeah.
So yes, is he talking too much? Yes. But is it right what they doing? No.
Facts. I'm with you. That's why I said it's not. It's two things can be true, bro. See what it is. I think y'all saying that we blowing it out of proportion. I'm just saying I disagree with certain shit he did, bro. It's
and all I'm saying is you feeding the zombies, right. And you feeding the zombies. You also feeding the zombies right now.
Right, you got to tell me what's the criteria to be a zombie then, because
I say you feeding the zombies.
I'm just disagreeing.
Yes.
Wow.
Because
what I supposed to do then? What I supposed to do?
Pick your battles. Go back in the house when the police show up instead of sitting there just continue to talk and fight me. Like that's why I made that example. What if me and you was fighting and the police show up? We both go
stuff that I could have been banging against.
I'm not gonna fight you no more. Listen, when the police show up, I'm not fighting you, bro.
It's other players that I don't bang against because that ain't my goal. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just pointing out.
Now you asked what's the limit, and I told you specifically the things that I'm not gonna deal with. I'm gonna deal with play. That's what I'm gonna deal with. Until when he start playing, that's when I'm talking.
But
I'm not talking about Ant-Man. I'm not talking about OTAs. I'm not talking about none of that.
Is Michael Parsons?
Of course they different. They both are different.
And that goes back to my whole Ninja Turtle thing. CeeDee, y'all like CeeDee. CeeDee's the GOAT because he's comfortable. He don't say anything that makes y'all feel uncomfortable. Micah does. Case in point, I 1,000% guarantee if we were going through the anthem protest stuff right now, Micah would take a knee.
Yeah, I believe that too. So my boy say, so boss, you saying don't say anything about Micah? No, I see. I don't know why y'all not listening. I said I'm gonna talk about what? What did I say I'm gonna talk about? Play. So I told you what I'm not gonna talk about either. I said I'm not talking about Ant-Man right now. I'm not talking about OTAs and that he's not a lead and all that kind of stuff, because I also know that's hypocritical and a lot. I'm not dealing with that. So yes. So
rumors from Brian Broad.
I'm not talking about that. Yeah, and I'm talking against that because it don't make sense. Like and it don't even match 5 years of my college experience. Ain't nobody walking in my locker room.
Put that last comment up by Clevo, bro. Exactly. Dak walks the perfect line. Dak's a company man. Dak need to be more outspoken. You know, Dak need to speak up. He always just, you can't win with Cowboys fans, y'all. Even as content creators, we can't. You're playing a game. You cannot win. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. You can do everything perfect. Win the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Say the proper answer. Answer the interviews properly. And they still gonna cut and carve you up and feed you the zombies.
Yep.
I think that's because he's a quarterback though in Dallas. It's a little different. That's a little different though.
Okay, well let's do it now. You got a linebacker. You know, one of the most explosive defenders.
A running back. He had a running back get 12 touchdowns and people hated him.
That's not the same character, man. Like I get your analogy, but it's not the same character. No. Micah are totally different.
I don't have to talk about it.
I'm saying you acting like none of the stuff that Micah is getting is not that he's bringing it on himself at all.
I already said he brings. That's what I meant by he playing with Max.
Here's the magic question, Landlord.
Don't be doing that.
Hold on. Give me an outspoken player for the Dallas Cowboys that didn't get carved up and fed to the zombies.
That's a good question.
I'm sure they all do. They all do. But all the outspoken players get did from everywhere else too. It's certain stuff that you just can't say.
Who?
Or you shouldn't say.
Who?
Most people.
I mean, like Landlord.
Don't you see a trend?
Marshawn got did during the test for not even
Let me say it, Tuck. Let me say it. It's a true trend, bro. This is what Tuck is saying, and it's true. It don't matter if you sing Dak or talk too much, Micah. You go get zombied up the same. That's the point.
When they come for you, they come for you.
When they come for you, they come for you. That's what it is.
It's scary, bro. Like
it is scary, bro. Like this is, and listen, and you know why we saying zombie, bro? The sad part about this zombie analogy, bro, is because we was basically both admitting that it's too late for Micah. That's the worst part, bro. We was over here saying it's already over, bro. It's 1 million people infected now. It's not enough for us to put out this raging inferno. Like we already see that the minds of the Cowboy Nation has been taken over against Micah. You know what I mean? And I know he go also play out of this because this is what I'm predicting. He go be defensive player of the year and he go be just like Randy Gregory, where everybody hated Randy Gregory was saying he smoked weed, should be out the league, he a dumb Negro and all this kind of stuff. But then when he started playing after that CBA allowed him to play, then all of a sudden when he didn't get signed, everybody like Jerry and Steve is so dumb. So the same people that was saying don't pay him, he a stupid idiot, smoke weed every day type of dude, then wanted him, they gonna be the same way with Micah this year because I'm watching what Micah is doing. You do not go up and go against sumo wrestlers in Oklahoma drills and get hit in your stomach by professional boxers preparing your body if you're not hungry for it to be your best. You don't even miss OTAs and take all this heat preparing your body unless you ready to really do what it takes to play well this year. And I know he hearing the noise. That's why he tweeted 2 days ago and Tuck showed it to me. He said, I can't wait to Sunday.
He can't wait to shut y'all up, bro. It's going to hurt because it's like it's going down, dog.
And Tuck, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, come on back. You can take off your zombie skins.
Nah, bro.
I know you don't want to, Tuck. I'm going to give them the antidote and I'm going to say, don't go back to being a zombie again, bro.
Y'all, bro. I gave y'all.
Tuck gonna be petty, bro.
I gave y'all an hour to delete all y'all tweets, all this stuff, and get rid of it. It's too late. I done built up my wall. I'm protected, and when Micah goes crazy, I'm unloading the clip, and it just is what it is, bro.
Man, when he get defensive player of the year, bro, we ain't gonna even. It's gonna be funny because we ain't gonna be able to tell who was zombies. It's gonna be like, oh, you was a zombie?
Rains.
I thought you was a zombie last year.
Rains, haters get wet, stay dry.
That's Tuck,
I'm gonna be over here like I thought you was a zombie last year, bro. I could have sworn you was a zombie, but now
Micah should move it.
When he get 24 sacks this year, right? Right? I'm
Bookmark.
gonna be over here like,
You've
bro,
been bookmarked.
I could have
We done
swore you
stamped
was a zombie, bro.
We done stamped you zombies and bookmarked you all, bro.
And see, Tuck so bad, he really done bookmarked y'all, bro.
Man, bookmarked all of y'all, bro. This show's getting clipped because don't come back. Don't come because what's happening is a lot of people, because you go back to the draft, right? A lot of people was anti-drafting Micah, right? They call him a human being, all sorts of stuff. Like I literally had such a malicious tweet that all these comments for Twitter was about Micah Parsons coming out of Penn State. I deleted the tweet because I never wanted Micah to see it. Calling him a, you know what I'm saying, all sorts of stuff. The worst languages you can call him, you know what I'm saying, in the English dictionary. So I got rid of it because I never wanted Micah to see that. But what I'm seeing now, all that blood out there, they coming out. Oh yeah. Now we got them, and they're circulating back around. Those same people. I say his name. I don't give a damn. Blitzes and burgers. You know what I'm saying? Do it be a big game. Coming back out. Now you've been riding them all this time, right? Mike is a dog. Mike is a beast. But now that blood's out in there. Now he's the next Jalen Smith. I caught you, bro. So when you come back and try to get back on this Micah train, it's not going to be easy. I'll let y'all do it for Dak Prescott with the interception talk. Brian Broadus last year said, that Dak Prescott has an interception problem. It's going to continue. And Mike McCarthy's offense is going to be a failure because he didn't come back.
Boy, that's so untrue. Willie, this is a lie, bro.
Hold on. He didn't come back and apologize. Didn't clean it up. So everyone gets to create messes. CeeDee Lamb has too many drops. CeeDee Lamb is a number one wide receiver. Trayvon Diggs gives up too much yards. We don't need Zeke's touchdowns. We're probably fine without it. I let all you slide. But I swear on everything. This time, it's not. You're not getting through with it.
Yeah, ain't playing, bro.
You're not. So I gave y'all an hour yesterday to get rid of it all. But this time, because it's a malicious tack for no reason. Just because he's up for his contract. So I think a lot of people are going to have to pay the price for this one. Going to have to pay the price. It just is what it is. You've been sliding too long. We do this every summer.
Yeah, at some point we do gotta burn the zombies, bro.
Every summer,
you do gotta burn the zombies. You gotta teach it. You gotta burn the zombies. At some point, you gotta learn. You gotta learn to stop burning your best players, bro.
Every year is someone.
Every year we burn our best players, bro. Literally, and Chuck, you so right, bro. You so right. How many people were saying CD not a number one? He'll never be a number one.
Videos, like going through PFF articles showing.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, you right. Dog in him. CD ain't got no. Then he goes and breaks records.
Us. That's why we calling it zombies. Like it's not an insult.
Breaks records.
Yeah,
now everyone in the
never
comments,
supported
CD's
that stuff.
CD's the GOAT. CD's the GOAT.
I always said CD was like that. Like it's
I'm not just saying.
But landlord, you do gotta admit that it was some zombies on that though.
I mean, they always come, bro. I'm never gonna deny.
And that's what we trying to fight is the zombies
campaigns against.
That's what I'm saying. These smear campaigns, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you think that's good for the culture that we have smear campaigns on our best players?
On our best, literally our best.
It's terrible. We all agreed that the environment was toxic. We agreed to that from day one.
All right. So when you have a toxic environment, sometimes you have to clean it out. You got to renovate.
I agree.
We got to renovate.
Yep, I agree.
We got too many toxic people, too many toxic writers, too many toxic radio guys.
Yeah.
It's time to blow it all up.
I agree. Fire it up.
Walking Dead. They blew it all up, set it on fire.
Blow it up.
That ain't gonna work because you still got the toxic owner. It's not gonna work.
Let that fire raise up.
You know,
somebody got to fight the Walking Dead, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You can.
Somebody got to fight the Walking Dead, bro. Because that's what we dealing with.
Well, you ain't did nothing to me.
Yeah, Jerry the one that's feeding it. Like Jerry feeding it, bro. Like he feeding it, bro. Like all you got to, man. Yeah, he the puppet master for sure.
He the puppet master. What are we fighting then? Like we already know this.
Well, we
know the environment is made by him, bro. We know that.
So that doesn't mean we have to contribute to it.
That's right.
We ain't contributing to it. We just acknowledging it. We know it's there. I'm just saying that it's two things can be true. That smear campaign stuff, all of it is true. But at the same time, Micah said something that I disagree with. I just disagred, bro. Like both things can be true.
And I did too, landlord. I just ain't gonna talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what are we talking about?
We just talking about how I choose to fight front office. That's all. That's what I'm talking about. I choose to not aid them
because it's never apocalypse aimed at them. It's never. You never.
Cowboys apocalypse. Yep.
Cowboys apocalypse, bro.
Tell the truth though. Most of the content creators, we do bang on them though. I don't know many content creators that even on their side.
But a lot of the fans, they so scared, bro. They so scared when it's time to go to Jerry and them. No.
Oh, we bang on Jerry now. We bang on them.
It's because the reason why is Cowboys fans want the quick fix. They know Jerry and Steve is not going anywhere, so it's easier just to blame Dan Quinn, blame Micah. It's their fault, or blame Dak. You know what I'm saying? They want the quick fix, but they don't want to fix the real leak in the building, which starts from upstairs. They don't want to renovate. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest problem. So it's like, all right, bro. Well, like I said, everybody can go, bro. Everybody can go.
I gotta go to the mountains.
These smear campaigns every summer. If somebody and that's the thing, it's not just a Micah thing. This is gonna be something. We're gonna be right here next year.
It's gonna be nice for Tyler Smith too.
It's gonna be Jake Ferguson too.
It's gonna be bland. It's gonna be bland.
They're not
bland
gonna be
for sure.
Yeah, it'll be
bland.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah. It's gonna be bland, and it's gonna be Wanye. Wanye will be the number one target because he's outspoken. No, you better.
He is outspoken.
Oh, you went on a podcast with Jay.
Wanye be tweeting more than everybody. He be tweeting.
Yep.
He do. He is.
You start tweeting, you get that spotlight. Cowboys fans don't like that. Them zombie heads gonna turn and smell new blood and start marching north.
But the way Mike McCarthy spoke about him though, he might be good. Mike McCarthy was glowing about him.
I mean, yeah.
Hope so, man. Yeah. All right, I think this is a perfect time. We finally kind of got to a place of peace. I'm gonna go ahead and give my final words. First of all, Tuck, we got our show in, bro.
Yeah, we went to it Monday. Cool, man. But cool,
we still can do it Monday, but we was talking about doing this today. It just so happened, it just organically happened.
Because my man's didn't do nothing tonight, so
yeah, so might as well talk football. I will say this though, man, and I mean this, bro. Thank both of you, you know, because I talked to both of you a lot privately about this, and Chuck, especially thank you, bro. I want to say this very openly, bro. You have done a great job this week. You have done a fantastic job of really putting the evidence out there, and it's not people getting you wrong. I'm gonna just say it right now. People are misunderstanding you, bro. It's this whole zombie thing we saying. Please don't think that we trying to insult people. What we saying is that there's an organized method of trying to devalue these players, and they use the infecting of the fans to do it. Mm-hmm. And what we saying is be careful, because it can happen to any one of us because of the love that we have for this team. Mm-hmm. So because I love this team, right, it was annoying me to see him bigging up at Ant-Man, right, knowing that it's not going to play over well with these fans. Mm-hmm. And what I was doing is I was fueling zombies, even though I had a righteous and factual disagreement with what Michael was doing. Mm-hmm. So, and then also I was slightly almost affected with these OTAs. I'm being honest. I'm opening up my wounds. I'm showing y'all that it almost got me. I felt the bite almost come through my skin. I swear to God that it frustrated me when the first time I saw and just read the report of what he said about Zimmer, it almost broke my skin. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That zombie bite almost got in me, bro. But then I said, wait, I need to look at his body language. I need to actually listen to the interview. So then when I watched it, it was a totally different spirit. When I checked behind Clarence Hill, who said that Mike McCarthy looked upset about Micah, I saw that it actually wasn't. He was more upset with James Slater. Then when I started looking at the history of OTAs, and what was happening was Tuck had the truth serum and he shot it in my arm so that I didn't become a zombie because of the love of my team, where I'm shooting shots at the best player on our team, even out of righteousness. So my final words is, when we say don't be a zombie, we just saying be careful, because they use our love for this team against the best players. And every now and then take a pause and just listen to all the arguments. I listen to with all my heart. I listen to Landlord. I listen with all my heart to Tuck. And that's why I was able to get the truth serum to get me out of a zombie mind state. And that's why I feel like I'm walking the safest path for my team. That's my final word.
Yeah, I'll go, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on, bro. And you know what I'm saying, Landlord, you know my dog, man. That's what I think I love the most about our community. We can disagree, but it's coming from a place of respect, because I know at the end of the day, Landlord wants the same thing that I want. Boss wants the same thing I want. What's the championship? So there's no malicious intent, you know, behind any of their comments. Now, other people, it just is what it is, but I dropped the video on that today. But, you know, what I really want to say, Cowboys Nation, is sometimes we manufacture our own drama, right? We get mad at the Skip Baylesses. We get mad at the Stephen A's and LaShawn McCoys and this and that. But sometimes we create the own drama. And sometimes it's best just to go on vacation, get away from it, spend time with our family, rest and relax, and then get back to when it's really football, when it's really tangible evidence that we can really go off of. Because what you're being manipulated by is he say, she say, right? I almost got manipulated. Like you said, I got those same exact phone calls from inside people, so I know where it's coming from. Tuck this, tuck that, Micah. And my first thought process was, I don't see any of that, but let me go double check. So when it comes to the zombie apocalypse, what is that serum that Boss was talking about? It's the true serum, the research. Where is the evidence? It's okay to ask whoever your favorite writer is, favorite radio host, whoever, can you show me what you're saying, right? If I just told you guys that, I don't know, Caleb Williams was the best draft prospect I ever seen, but I never did no film, can you show your work? And I feel like right now, there's a lot of people just talking and giving you guys content, junk food content, but there's no evidence behind it. If I say Micah's not a leader and he's a loner in the locker room, just based off of emotions, but then you see picture after picture, workout after workout, trip after trip with his teammates, that's the counter argument. And you have the right to say, I disagree. Can you answer this? So going back to yesterday, people say, okay, Micah said he was a leader. Micah said, like, that was the hook. Okay. So I say, okay, Micah said that he was a leader his rookie year, provided the article that's coming from their newspapers. It's not mine. It's coming from their newspapers. Provided another article his sophomore season, him saying he wanted to be a more vocal leader, but he also missed voluntary OTAs. What is the difference? Can you provide me a link? And if you spoke on that last year with the same malicious intent, I apologize, because I must have missed it. I still to this moment haven't got one link because there's no evidence. How do I know? Because I did my research. So it's okay to do your own research, find your own evidence, but sometimes, Cowboys Nation, with all this pollution and toxicity, we just get manipulated into just being negative. I know.
No.
I'm saying, like, I was at that Green Bay game, y'all. I'm saying I sat there and got trolled by people with blocks of cheese on their damn head. Y'all saw me damn near in tears walking out of that stadium. You don't think I'm not emotional? You don't think I wanted blood? I want everybody fired. Now imagine 5 days, 6 days later, somebody comes and tells me that the most defensive weapon that we have on our team is pretty much worthless. I probably would have bought it too. I would have bought it too blindly. Yeah, get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? But I had to pause, take my emotion out of it and say, okay, what's really going on? Contract season. And it's so predictable. I even have tweets from 2022 telling y'all what was going to happen today. Word for word, line for line, bar for bar, like Soldier. I knew Cowboys fans were going to turn on Micah Parsons when it was time to get paid. I tweeted it in 2022 and said, enjoy it while you can, because I knew this was coming. And here we are. But like I was saying in my last video before I close, you can't save everybody, y'all. A lot of people have already been pollution. It's a wrap. It's seas of people. And it's people who don't even give a damn about the Cowboys. They give a damn about their own selfish intent, and they will continue to pump this pollution into your veins until you're sick and tired. So all I can say, keep your head on a swivel, Do your research, keep it moving, and don't get bit. That's my final word.
But before you go, landlord, can you please tell everybody that you was also once bit, Tuck? Because see, people think we probably saying that we ain't got bit.
Oh no, I got bit. Case in point, you guys know I'm a diehard Mavs fan, right? So during the conversation about Kyrie Irving, but I don't follow the Mavs like I follow the Cowboys, right? Because I'm too busy doing all this stuff. So I don't know, all the nuances of NBA. Cause I get to watch, I get to catch it when I can, right? But talk to the Mavericks getting Kyrie Irving. Well, I look on Twitter. He's a piece of this here. They hate him in Brooklyn. He's been missing flights. He's been skipping all this. He said this about posting this link. He's been suspended. They didn't like him in Boston. He didn't get along with LeBron. He didn't get along with Tatum. I look on this. Even Brooklyn fans on Twitter is like, yeah, he sucks. Get rid of him. I hate him. All this. So me, I don't want him. Me and Big Game James, man, he's going to work out. No, I don't want him to pollute Luka. I don't want him anywhere in my team. Keep him away. I don't want Kyrie Irving. I was bit blindly. Bit. Now, here's the crazy part. I saw Kyrie Irving play here in Kansas City at Duke versus Kansas State and said, pound for pound, he's one of the best basketball players I ever seen in person with my own eyes. Didn't care. Was bit. Didn't want him. Big game, whatever, bro. I don't want him. Whatever, I don't get him out of here. I'm toxic. I'm bitten. And now look, here we are in the finals. Now here I'm trying to come back. Man, well, hi Kyrie. Well, I kind of believe in you. We need to get Kyrie the ball more. I like a sucker right now if I'm trying to get behind Kyrie and support him to help my team win a championship after all those negative, bitten things I said about him blindly. I don't want y'all to make that same mistake, Cowboys Nation. When it comes to point right there. That's it. I don't want y'all to make the same mistake I did, because what's going to happen if Micah Parsons does do what Boss Cowboy says and becomes Defensive Player of the Year and one of the best defensive players and have his best season? A lot of y'all, I'm going to sit here and say, "Damn, bro, damn." When Coach Zimmer says, "Nah, Micah's been in the film room," well, damn. Well, Brian Bryce told me you got bit. Got manipulated off your emotions and you don't know them, and it's going to be hard. You're going to feel disgusting trying. I can't come back and buy a Kyrie jersey now, bro. I compare him to Rondo. I call him man rage on Rondo out of emotion, out of blind emotion. I can't support it, man. So like I said, Cowboys Nation, just keep your head on a swivel. It's the off season. There's a lot more coming your way, but we're going to get to camp and then we'll have some tangible evidence. Y'all know we always going to call it black and white. If we see it, we see it. If we don't, we don't. But as of right now, I need to see them evidence, bro. So that's my final word. Landlord. Oh yeah.
Well, like I said, it's pretty much the same sentiments, man. Like you said, all of those things could be true, but at the same time, I don't think it's just a crime to disagree with something he's doing. Like I said, it's a lot of other things going on. We understand that. But, it's still stuff that people gonna not like. And, like, when it comes to him, I'm not telling him to shut up and dribble, but it's certain stuff that, you're gonna, when you're a public figure in the media, you know that it's certain things that you're gonna say that's gonna get a reaction. We know this. And when I can't just say he's blindly doing it because he's the president of a media company now. Like, you're well aware of how the media works. So, like, the things that you're saying is definitely going to get a reaction. And I don't blame nobody for reacting to what you're saying. You putting it out to the world. This is what happens. So, like, I'm trying to make sure we separate the two. I don't support all of the rumors that I hear about him. I'm judging him off of what I've seen myself. I'm not going off of what Brian Broderick say because I don't know if he's paid or got an agenda himself. I'm not saying he is, but I ain't saying he ain't because I don't know. I don't have his number. I don't talk to these people. I don't know what your agendas are. None of these other people. I'm going off what I interpret. So that's where I stand. I'm going off of what Landlord collected. I don't even really go off of what anybody else says about a lot of things. Like, if you know how I operate, I'm just me. I just do what I do. I look at it the way I look at it. I research the way I research. So I kind of stay out of that wave type vibe. I might go against the grain more times than not because I'm just in that lane. That's just where I find myself most of the times. And not even on purpose. It's just where I find myself. So like I said, even though it's a whirlwind, a tornado, whatever kind of crap show that's going on around Micah Parsons at the moment, I already had my certain stances where I found myself anyway. So, I mean, I hate that it aligns with a lot of these other people, but at the same time, I just can't sit back and let anything that I disagree with or I'm not fond of just fly. I just can't do it. So it's certain stuff that I still will point out, but, you know, of course, it's going to have to be something that I really got a problem with. And most of the things that he done is probably like signifying character concerns that in my personal opinion, I'm not saying he's the terrible person, but it's just certain ways that I probably would have wanted him to handle certain situations. And it don't mean he's a bad player. I'm not talking about his performance. I'm not questioning his effort or none of that type of stuff. I'm just saying it's certain things he could have handled smoothly, or it's certain stuff he probably shouldn't have said. And I think that's fair. If anybody say those two things, I'm sorry. I just think that's fair. Like, I can't just say anything he does is just, you know what I'm saying? Just let it fly, let it slide. I just can't do that because everybody's held accountable. You can't get special treatment because of the environment. The environment is the environment. Some people don't set themselves up to that way. So, like I said, I'm not just saying he's just crazy or the worst player ever or none of that. I'm just saying it's some things that he did or said that I disagree with. And I think that's going to happen with most players sometimes. It might be every player that going to do some stuff I disagree with. That's just how it goes. So he's not special in that regard. So like I said, man, if you're a public figure and you very outspoken like that, you will get criticized, bro. It is what it is. That's the nature of the beast. And I feel like that I'll leave it at that, man. That's my final word.
Don't get bit.
Don't get bit.